Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hello, Canada, hockey fans of the United States and Newfoundland.
You're watching Samwelb experience.
Thank you, Dougie. What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's an ordinary day. No, it's not. It's the Leafs. It's the Habs. This is an exciting day. Original 6 preseason matchup. We gotta love it. Welcome in, everybody. Lucas, how you doing? Good to see you. Duke, welcome to the show. Lobster Boy, hello. Glad to hear you're feeling a bit better. I can Prep in the house. What's up, Prep? Huvia, hello there. Welcome in. Marshall, good to see you. Victoria, hello there. Daniel Barry in the house. What's going on? Welcome in. Everybody, if you're listening along and have us in on the background, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to have a blast. And before we get to the lineups, if you are in the Florida area and you are in the path of the storm, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're doing all right. And of course, we wish you the best. Now, let's get into it. The projected lineups for the Canadiens de Montreal Canadiens. Emil Heineman, he's going to be starting with Dvorak and Alex Newhook. We got Joshua with Kapanen and Joel Armia. Alex Barry-Boulet with Owen Beck and Riley Kidney. Luke Tuck with Brendan Gignac and Michael Pezzetta. On defense for the Canadiens, Arbor Jacki with Adam Engstrom, Lane Hudson with Justin Barron, Jaden Struble with David Reinbacher. I'm so excited to see how Reinbacher and Hudson play today. Hudson was absolutely off the rails, probably the best player in the series that Montreal and Toronto played in that prospect series a couple weekends ago. So I'm excited to see what he can do against some NHL talent. Starting in goal for Montreal, looks like we're going to get Jacob Dobbs, but we'll wait and see. FBI, what's going on? Welcome in for the Maple Leafs. The lineup we're excited to see. It's all kicking off with a London Knight trio up front. Mitch Marner with Max Domi and Easton Cowan. They're going to lead the team out. Then we got Bobby McMahon with William Nylander and Nick Robertson, followed by Max Pacioretty, John Tavares, and Pontus Holmberg. And the fourth line, Ryan Reeves with David Kempf. And we get our first look at Steven Lorentz tonight. Lorentz coming in on that fourth line. The defensive squad, which very well could be your home opener starting D. We got Morgan Riley paired up with Chris Tanev, Ekman Larson, and Jake McCabe. They're going to be together. Simon Benoit and Timothy Liljegren. And your two goaltenders tonight, Anthony Stolarz and Matt Murray. Stolarz expected to get the start. Matt Murray, maybe we'll see him come in a little bit later. John, how's it going? So Matthews, he did leave skate the other day. He did leave early. They said there was an upper body issue. They didn't say injury. They called it an issue. However, Matthews did skate today. He did practice and looks fine. So I'm sure we'll probably see Matthews on Saturday, if not the next game next week. So Matthews seems to be okay. Now, this is a huge opportunity for both Easton Cowan and Nick Robertson, getting some big-time minutes with some big-time NHL players. Both these guys fighting for a spot. May as well throw Bobby Mack in there as well. Bobby McMahon, Nick Robertson, Easton Cowan, all fighting for a spot on this roster. For Easton Cowan, it's NHL or OHL. There's no going to the Marlies for the Cowboy. He has played in the first couple games. He has not really factored into anything happening on the ice. He has looked okay, but hadn't had a great chance. He played very few minutes, so he's going to get a chance here with his London Knights friends, Max Domi and Mitch Marner, and get a chance to see what they can do. So I'm hoping up for him. Nick Robertson, on the other hand, while again, not a huge factor on the score sheet, but he has been making some good plays, some big time hustle. He's working it around, carrying the puck, handling the puck as well. A few blunders in his own zone around the blue line, but all in all, I think he's been playing a decent game. Bobby McMahon, same thing. We know he's a good skater. We know he can use the body and play with that chip on his shoulder. He looks good, and of course, he's trying to factor in. So a lot of folks trying to battle in and get on that score sheet to make a difference, want to prove themselves. Loster boy, nobody wearing the actual C today. Nobody will wear the C. They'll have a bunch of assistant captains on, but nobody will, in fact, wear the C. That is Matthews and Matthews alone. So this is going to be a big test. Of course, the Maple Leafs really didn't come through in the first two games against the Ottawa Senators. Wins and losses don't matter. They didn't really play well in game one. They played much better in game two, but that, of course, horrendous backhanded giveaway give the Senators a chance to take the win here. So it would be nice to get a win on the board at home with a lot of your big guns in the lineups, but it's really looking to see how these guys are going to fit together. So not only are we going to be watching some of the Cowans, the Robertson, the McMahons, we're also going to be looking at the likes of some PTO players here. Max Pacioretty, a great three-point performance the other night. 2 goals and an assist. He's playing with John Tavares again. We're going to see how he continues. I got to believe he's a lock. Steven Lorenz coming in. He's going to get his opportunity here to show what he can do. Again, fourth line minutes, but Steven Lorenz can bang and crash with the best of them. Money, what's going on? Welcome in. Habs are going to wipe the floor with the Leafs. Love it. Sophie, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. As you are coming in, of course, we're a few minutes away from game time. Do me a favor, smash that like button. We want to get those likes up and out of here, so we don't have to worry about it during the game, but that helps us out a lot. So hit that like. And of course, if you're not already subscribed up to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us. We'll be here all season long, bringing not just Leaf action, but we'll have some game audio coverage from a number of different teams all season long. Floyd, what's going on? Go Leafs. Frank, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. I know preseason, not everybody gets excited about preseason. I happen to. I like seeing the young guys fighting for these roster spots. I like seeing, potentially the future and what it's going to look like. So I'm excited for both teams to see some good players here. Again, from Montreal, I'm really, really excited about watching Hudson play against these guys. Hudson, while small in stature, he can skate, he can shoot, he's got crazy hands. So we're going to see what he can do. And Reinbacher played well previously also. So excited for those two young defense to kind of razzle-dazzle a little bit. Of course, from the forward side, Alex Newhook. I've been an Alex Newhook fan since he was in Colorado. So getting some first-line minutes here. We're going to see a lot of Newhook tonight. And again, I'm always excited when Newhook gets on the floor. Sophie, it is pronounced Jack-Eye, which you look at that and you're, how is that Jack-Eye? But that is it. It's Jack-Eye is how it is pronounced. Phil, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm great. I hope you are doing well as well. Samuel, hello there. Go Habs Go from Texas. Well, welcome in, Samuel. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We'll see we'll see what they can do. I mean, a young Ottawa team came in and upset the Maple Leafs. Can a young Montreal team do it the same way? Right, Sophie? Right? You know how long it took me to figure out that was how to pronounce it? Of course, we are also kind of dual streaming on Facebook. Welcome in if you're watching on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. So everybody on YouTube and Facebook and YouTube, meet each other. Welcome. Let's have some fun. now, we'll get some housekeeping out of the way. Do I like Montreal? Not overly. I'll be honest. Being a Toronto fan, it's hard to be a Montreal fan, right? You almost can't like the two. It's the brain just can't accept it. But let's get to some housekeeping. Just to let you know, if you're in the chat and you're chatting along with us, you're going to be earning points all night long. Check your points at any time by typing !points in the chat. Tim, what's up? Wake up, Leafs. That's right. Let's give him that shake. Just want to put him against the locker and shake him up and say, wake up. But we'll see what they can do. So check your points, !points. They get added to your account every few minutes, 100% free. You earn it just by hanging out and chatting along with us. Now, what do you do with those points? Streamlabs, perfect timing. Streamlabs just dumping in a bunch of redemption commands. Simply typing in any of those commands, !redeem AM34, for example, will bring up the little Austin Matthews stink face emoji. You'll be able to bring up these graphics and these emojis all game long as a way for you to play along and cheer for your team. Now, channel members, you have the added ability to use the custom emojis that we have. The custom emojis, you can drop those in the chat at any time. It's a great way to cheer for your team when there's a goal, when there's a penalty, when there's a great save, a good play. It's just a way for you to have fun and play along as we go. Antonio, how's it going? Welcome in. Vestrox, welcome in as well. Now, unfortunately, due to copyright, we can't do that, but we will have all kinds of stats. We'll have audio, we'll have play-by-play, we'll have the works for you. Best coverage that we can bring, we will certainly do. And again, welcome in everybody coming in here on Facebook. Lucky, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Now, I hope everybody is off to a good start, having a great week. Of course, we got home and home series tonight and Saturday night, and then the Leafs are off for a few days. They're off until later next week for another Thursday, Saturday before things get going for real. And those last two preseason games will be against the Detroit Red Wings, who, again, Detroit making a whole lot of changes to their team, getting better, getting bigger, getting stronger. So that's going to be fun to watch. Gator, how's it going? Did I miss it? You did not. Lewis, how's it going? Welcome in. We're going to talk a lot about Montreal, about Detroit, about Buffalo, about Ottawa. A lot of teams in the East trying to get in the playoffs, trying to get better, and there's going to be a lot that we have to break down and discuss. So a lot of stories for this season. Before we can talk more into those stories, we obviously have to wait for the rosters to be set and the rosters to form. Now, one thing we will be talking about nonstop until we see something happen is Mitch Marner. Cecilia, welcome in. There's been lots to talk about Mitch Marner. I've actually been doing some research, looking at Mitch Marner, looking at the stats, looking at how he's shaped up. And with Mitch Marner, there's a lot that you may not know. So we're actually going to have a separate video coming out all about Mitch Marner very, very soon to break down everything from where he shoots, how he shoots, to his speed bursts, everything that Mitch Marner has done on the ice last season. We're going to break that down, and we're going to focus it around the conversation of contract extension or trade. Is he worth $11.5 million? Or is he better off being traded, 90 to 100 point player, being traded and bringing in another asset? So lots to talk about. That video will be coming out soon. Now it's about that time, the anthems getting set. Let's flip over and bring it in.
Our home and native land, true patron love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, Natalie Morris getting the anthems underway, getting them done. Nice job as always. Ooh, our widgets didn't load properly, so we will refresh and reset these. We are set to go. Hockey Day in Toronto is here. Leafs and Habs. Time to play on. And let's see how this is going to go. Cannot wait. Dobbs in net for Montreal. And Stolarz getting the start here for the Maple Leafs. Stolarz. Oh boy. Can't wait to see how he's going to go, how he's going to play. Let me get all my stuff rearranged here. There we go. We are set to go.
10 years in Montreal, their former captain, who had 2 goals on Sunday against Ottawa, looking to ink his spot in the Leaf lineup.
Here we go. Opening face-off. And Montreal is going to win that one. The Habs going to come away with first possession all the way down behind the net. Stolarz has to come out and play that around. He's going to send this one around the ice. Aiden, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, Samuel, I like to hear that. This coming around, kept in by homie Holmberg. Pontus Holmberg going to come in here. Got Tavares cutting through the front of the net. Going in the corner for Reinbacher, going to play this up. JT going to cut it off and keep it in. Holmberg down low, carrying it around behind the net. He's going to swipe this one back for Pacioretty. Pacioretty cycling it back around. Holmberg misses it. Coming up on the far side is Tanev. He's going to keep this one in. Holmberg taking a bump. Pacioretty coming in with a bump. Riley trying to hold this the other side. Can't. Getting backed up on the line. Lucky coming in, celebrating 1 month as a channel member. Leafs with their ups and downs. They might make it past the first round. They certainly will. Here's Bobby McMahon going for that backhand pass. And that failed him. Montreal clearing this out. Toronto turning it around. Bobby McMahon, I don't want to have to put you on a short for bad backhand passes. This coming around down in the corner. Toronto getting pushed into the boards here. McMahon walking out, banking it off the boards to the line. Ekman Larson going to keep it in. Nick Robertson now taking it in his feet, cycling it behind the net. McMahon coming up with it, far side, back to the line. And Toronto's going to put this one down low again. Nick Robertson in the corner. He has it knocked away from him. Montreal going to start to carry this one up. Here come the Habs. Flying down. Kapanen going to pass this one off. Armia, he sends it around behind the net, and Toronto's going to cut it off. The Maple Leafs getting up to Bobby McMahon, who flips this one down the ice. No icing call, and Hudson here to pick it up. Hudson with a long pass. This coming all the way up to the red line, but it's turned over. Domi putting it right back into the Leafs zone, leading with a hit. Here comes Cowan in Toronto trying to work this away from the Habs. They can't. Can Benoit hold the line? No. And this is going to come out. Benoit actually knocks it right back to the goaltender. Maple Leaf goaltender playing this out in Toronto, regrouping in their own zone. Leafs with it. Here they come. Oscar, hello there. Welcome in. Toronto across the red line. Domi bringing this one in. Marner going to the front of the net. He's all alone. Nobody even near Marner, but Domi couldn't get him the puck. Montreal takes it away. Coming the other way. A little flip off the boards and down. Chris Tanev back for Toronto to pick this one up. Sending it aside, Riley flipping it all the way down the ice. Laurent's going to turn, bring this one down, turning it over, and Montreal bringing it right back the other way. Tanev going back to pick this up again. He's going to get pumped. All the way down the ice. This will be an icing call. A good start, a good pace. Both teams feeling the jump. Both teams really up there moving on it. John, yeah, we'll probably see him next week. There's a chance he could play Saturday, but they're on the road. So realistically, next week we'll probably see Matthews back in the lineup. Off the draw, Toronto's going to win this one. They're going to bring it around, banking it off the boards, trying to get this one out. It's turned over. They can't clear it. Now they do. Second attempt effort over to David Kemp. Kemp coming in. He's going to turn around. Kemp still with it. Now he's going to roll this one down low in the corner. Ryan Reeves, he can't come up with this puck. Reeves in the corner. He's going to fall, and Montreal going to come away with it. Jack Guy going to move this one ahead. It's all the way down, and the goaltender for the Maple Leafs, he's got to make that first play. Back down over the line. Toronto has to get onside, bringing it in. Here's a long shot by Holmberg. That one goes wide. Tavares got hit. He gets shaken up a little bit. Cross to Ekman Larsson. Ekman Larsson pulls up. He sends it towards the net. A little ping pong action. Let's go. And he can't put it in. Bunch, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the channel. We got an icing call, and John Tavares is hunched over on the bench. His back is facing the camera, so we can't see him. But as he moved that puck, he took a crunch into the boards, and it looks like a knee got him up high. So hopefully he's okay. Might just be a little Charlie horse situation. I think it's his...
As he gets over to the bench, and he's
can't tell which leg it is, but he's still kind of bent over on the side of the bench. Now, a lot of people giving John Tavares a lot of flack, but he did have 29 goals last year, so still had a heck of a year. Now here's Simon Benoit. He's going to pick this one up, move this around. Dave, that's right, let's go. Down around in the corner. Toronto going to turn it over. They steal it right back. And there's a trip. No call. Montreal gets away with one. They're going to clear this one out and down the ice. Nylander a little slow to get up now after getting dumped. Oh, that would be something if Nylander and both Tavares ended up getting banged up in this preseason game. Nylander makes his way back into the play. He's okay. Gets the puck. He's going to spin around now. Here's Nylander, long pass. This one is going to get tipped. Got a piece. Toronto going to change it up. Colin, how's it going? Welcome in. Montreal over the line. Newhook going to pass this one across. Back to Newhook. He's going to take the shot. That one's knocked down. Stolarz didn't see it. Now he does. The puck is being batted out of the air. And finally it's cleared out and down the ice. But the officials are showing the high stick signal. So Montreal has to come back and take it. And there's a collision behind the play. Toronto took out the Montreal player who crashed into the goaltender. So we got a penalty. Interference coming up to the Maple Leafs here. A little bit of a retaliation call for what happened against Willie earlier. Domi coming in, a couple stick lifts. Can't get it. Montreal going to pass this off. And again, Kapanen setting up a nice opportunity. Cowan can't get it. Montreal working this one into the Leaf zone. They have a 6-on-5 right now as they pull their goalie, waiting on the delayed penalty. Toronto trying to steal. They can't. Here's the shot. And that one gets knocked down right back to the Montreal player. Marner with a cross-check. Tanev is going to steal it. And Tanev takes a high stick, and he gets clipped. So, wow. Back and forth action. So, Nylander gets tripped up. No call. Two Leafs actually get dumped on that last play.
He wasn't happy about it. And then what a chance for Newhook. He comes in and Stolarz.
So cross-checking is going to be the call. And Montreal will go to the power play. If you're coming in, thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us. Give that like a crush. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe. Join our community. So Tanev having that hand looked at, he took a high whack. So he's looking at his hand with the trainer. Montreal in their own zone going to start to work this one up. They are on the power play.
And we'll see if that makes
up over the line. Here comes the Habs busting it in, trying to setting it up. Stop pulling across. Newhook with it. Newhook flipping this back to the line, coming across into the high slot. Tried to feed it back for Newhook. Couldn't do it. Barry Boulet had a nice play, a nice opportunity. He could not get it going. Back to pick this one up is Lane Hudson. Hudson going to quarterback here for the Montreal Canadiens. Going to drop this one back, flipping it up. Habs bringing it in, Kapanen again with it. This coming around, Stolarz coming out to try and stop it. He misses it. Toronto's going to steal. Marner chasing this one down. Marner with a chance, shorthanded, pulling up. He's going to pass this across. Here's a shot. Tanev putting it just wide. 1 minute gone in the power play, and Toronto going to steal again. Marner shorthanded, feeding it through. Holmberg going for the wraparound. And there's a nice stop by Dobas. And another shot and another knockdown. Toronto only had 6 shorthanded goals all last season, tied them 22nd in the league, but they had a couple of opportunities here to put that one in.
By the Toronto Maple Leafs, Marner just showing his penalty
Floyd.
prowess there.
This coming around, Montreal dumping this one down in the corner, trying to scoop this one up, flipping it out, can't do it. And again, Toronto can't get it out. Third time's the charm. This one comes out all the way down the ice. 18 seconds to go here in the Montreal power play, as the Toronto Maple Leafs with a very good chance shorthanded. Down to 5 seconds to go. Montreal last chance. Beck gonna pass this one up. A little backhand here by Waugh, and that one goes wide. Power play has expired. Back at even strength. And here's Toronto. Tavares, he's back on the ice. That's a good sign. Long pass down to Domi. Domi trying to cut through, and he's blocked. Not allowed to cut towards the net. Nice pass there by John Tavares to hit Max Domi coming out of the box. There's a big hit by Tavares, and another long pass. Toronto breaking in. Pacioretty down in the corner. Can't come up with it. Tavares coming in as well. Montreal going to pass this one away. Here comes the Canadiens. They're going to bank this one off the boards. Is it going to be icing? No, it's the side of the net. Ekman-Larsson sending it around. Pacioretty comes up with it. Little backhand pass across, and he's going to go off for a change. Down in the corner, Lorentz. He's going to work there. Reinbacher going to get knocked down. Lorentz using his body. Toronto's going to hold this one in, but Reeves can't get it deep. In the zone now, Montreal going to flip this one all the way out to Tuck. Tuck has it taken away by Tanev. Tanev gets hit hard into the boards. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, he's there, getting it to Reeves. Reeves' pass is going to be taken away. Here comes Toronto. Lorentz hitting that red line, dumping this one down. Nice little shift there by Lorentz. Here's Reeves, down low, going back and forth, battling with Jack Guy. This coming around, Morgan Riley, he takes a shot. Goes just wide, Kemp couldn't get a piece of it. Down in the corner, cycling it around Montreal, creating some space. Now they're going to carry this one up. Here they come. Brent, how's it going? Welcome in. This down in the corner, trying to get through. Montreal, cross-ice pass. Taking a look. Here's a shot. That's knocked down by the blocker of Anthony Stolarz. Montreal keeping this one in, working it around the perimeter. 10.5 minutes to go here in the first period of play. It's been back and forth action. We're going to get a whistle. Another penalty. We got some holding being called.
The Leafs will get their first power play after Pontus Holmberg.
So we'll see what the Leafs can do, as, yeah, Montreal had an arm wrapped right around. Looked like it was Bobby McMahon there, actually, and they're going to go to commercial break. And that'll give me a time to say hello, everybody. Welcome in. Let me introduce myself. For those that don't know, my name is Sam. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We'll be here all season long. We have been here the last couple of seasons, and we look forward to having another wonderful year of NHL hockey here on the channel. So as you're coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We're a little behind in the likes today, but that's okay. Hit those thumbs up. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for us. We'd love for you to be here all season long. Make sure your notifications are on. YouTube just went through an update recently. And unfortunately, every time they go through these updates, weird things happen. Sometimes you get unsubscribed from certain channels. Sometimes your notifications get reset. So make sure your notifications for the channel are where you want them to be, and make sure it shows that you're still subscribed. But we certainly appreciate it, as we are in the climb to 400 subscribers, and we welcome everybody to be part of this amazing community. Now, we know this is just preseason, and we said it off the top. Sometimes it's hard to get up and get excited for preseason when it doesn't mean anything. Well, I can assure you, in just a couple of weeks' time, when this gets going for real, it's going to turn around real quick. With every goal, with every play, we are going to be on the edge of our seats, cheering for or against the boys in blue. Russell, how's it going this year for a cup? Wouldn't that be nice? That would be absolutely epic. But there's going to be a lot of good teams this year, a lot of improved teams, and we're looking forward to bringing you all the stories, all the games, all the action to the best that we absolutely can. Dallas, how's it going? Welcome in. Now, I do want to say we value your opinion. Robert, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. We value your opinion. We want your feedback. If you're enjoying what we're doing, if you don't like what we do, or maybe you have some thoughts of to do things differently, go over to our website, samwelb12experience.com, and go to the About Us page and send us a message. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see different or changed. We take all feedback and we appreciate it. So here we go, Maple Leafs on the power play to start this second half of the first period. Let's see what they can do. First shot by Willie right on. And a nice grab. That is going to be held. A nice face-off win. And, you know, Toronto, they do a good job at times guarding that puck and working it. Sometimes they get a little lost. Let's see how this power play works out to be. They put a bunch of time back on the clock. Going to win this back across. Here's Marner. Marner going across to Nylander. Nylander looking. He's almost at that face-off dot. Back to Riley. Riley boots it. He can't control it. It's a race for it. Riley racing to get it. Kapanen was on him. Here it comes to Marner. Marner back over to Riley. Riley dropping it back to Marner. Marner with a slap pass all the way down the ice. And that's going to get called for the offside. What a weird play. Marner takes a slap shot from his end of the ice and trying to hit Toronto, busting in the zone. That does not go as planned. So we're going to get a face-off just on the outside. Kapanen's 64th overall pick, and he's looking pretty good. He's fitting right in. 1:27 left to go here in the power play for the Maple Leafs. They're going to win the draw, bringing this one in. Nylander with it, setting it up. Going to feather this across to Riley. Riley, he's going to spread this over. Riley and Marner both wearing the assistant captains today. Here's a shot right on. They score! Power play goal! And I can't tell, was this Tavares or was this Pacioretty? And it looks like it's going to be, I almost called him the captain. It looks like John Tavares is going to get this goal. Him and Patch were right there in front. I couldn't tell who got the stick on it. But Tavares, first one to the bench. And yes, there it is. Absolutely. John Tavares buries it on the power play. Boy, are they clicking. That was huge. Nice little play there. Toronto, with their fifth shot of the period, put it in, and they take a 1-0 lead. Beverly, how's it going? Welcome in. Jeff, what's going on? Good to see you. Montreal, I was a Guy Lafleur. And for Toronto, I was Lenny. Oh, back in the day, yes. Gotta love those. Toronto turning around, going to bring this one across. Benoit going to tip this one out, but Montreal has it in that neutral zone. They're going to play this one back. Reinbacher, cross-ice pass, Montreal now. Long pass misses everybody, and this will be an icing call. So after that goal, Toronto now is going to have a offensive zone face-off. So good to see Johnny get those goals. After getting kind of knocked down, we weren't sure about his leg. He comes back, a nice goal. Marner and Riley picking up those assists. Now, if you're just coming in and joining us, welcome to the show. Again, make sure to hit that thumbs up. We're about 35 likes away from our target. Off the draw, Ekman Larson, he's going to throw this one just wide. Here's McCabe down low. He's going to play this in the corner. Back up. Here's a shot right on. Big rebound in front. Domi gets a stick on it. Another good save. And Toronto, good effort right in front. James, how's it going? As a Sens fan, go Leafs, beat the Habs. Isn't it funny how we all have our favorites, right? Whatever team you like, there's certain teams you can cheer for, and certain teams you just can't. Ekman Larson putting this back to Marner. He's at the face-off dot. He's going a nifty little move behind. Passing this one across back to Marner. Marner cutting in. He's skating it up. Now he passes it to the hash marks. Taken away. Cowan can't control it. He has it taken away. Cowan looking for a big game tonight, and so far we have not seen it from him. Down in the corner, McCabe going to send this one around. Cowan going to tip this one out. Too far for Domi. Domi going to chase this one down, and he's going to chip it into the Montreal zone. The game stream is so behind now. Just, wow, that's really behind. I'm thinking JT not having the C will be good for him. I agree, Phil. I agree with you wholeheartedly. In the corner, Robertson to Nylander. Nylander, he's trying to shake those sticks off of him. He had 3 Habs on him. Now the puck gets taken away, and here comes Montreal. Montreal going to circle around as a couple players pulled off for a line change. They're going to play this up, and we got an inadvertent collision. Nylander down on all fours. He's getting up, and he's going to head right over to the bench. We hope he's okay. He's actually looks like he's going right to the room. Oh, so he gets a head, a leg to the head. So Nylander, as Robertson often, they give a little push with the stick, right? They give a little push. And what happened is Nylander was falling down. He kind of went down, and as he was down, the Montreal player's leg clipped him in the head. Not as bad as what happened to Tavares a couple of years ago, but took that headshot. So he got up, and he went right down the tunnel. So we hope Nylander is all right. Anytime you take a knee or a leg to the head, that's not good business. Crazy Green Boy, welcome in. Thank you for joining us here. And again, thank you everybody for continuing to hit those like buttons. Great job. Make sure you hit those subscribes as well. If you're not already subbed up to the channel, we'd love for you to join us. There we go. Thank you for doing it just like that. So we are one away from 375, and we are on our way to 400. So really appreciate the effort and this community stepping up to help us out. We like to have a lot of fun here. We like to do things a little different than some others, but we like to enjoy our hockey, and we like to have some fun. And you are welcome to cheer for whoever you want to cheer for. Yes, I myself am a Leaf fan, but if you're a Montreal fan, if you're a Sens fan, if you're a Wings fan, you are more than welcome to cheer for whoever you want to cheer for. That's what the fun of sport is all about, right? Now, we allow you, if you want to have some fun and you want to get into some family-friendly style trash talking, you absolutely can do that. If you want to tell me, Sam, Mitch Marner sucks, he's terrible, no problem. You are absolutely allowed to share your opinion like that. But I'm going to come back at you, and we're going to have some fun. And hey, bonus points if your trash talking can be creative. Good night, Munchie. How's it going? Give a shout out to Munchie. Just, oh, so sorry to hear that. Always tough when you lose a pet. So sorry to hear that. Mr. Holmgren, what's going on? Willie took the knee to the head. Yes, he kind of went down. He took that knee to the head. And it looks like there's a little conversation with Berube, the coach. And Berube is kind of shaking his head. So hopefully that wasn't bad news for Willie. We'll have to keep an eye to see if he returns. 7:40 to go here in period number 1. Spaceman, what's going on? Welcome in. Jen, hello there. Good to see you. Peter, what's going on? Welcome in. They're going to move this around. Montreal going to carry this one up. Far side, going cross-ice pass. It's tipped in. Toronto's going to get there first. Kampf playing this one around. Toronto looking for an outlet pass, and here it comes back to David Kampf. Kampf going to send it over to Nick Robertson. Robertson down that far side. He's going to cycle around back to the line. Toronto with a shot tip. That's going to go just wide. Richard's trying to knock me off my chair. Richard coming in. 10 gifted memberships. Richard, thank you so very much. Big time stick taps for Richard. And again, congratulations to everybody who's picking up the gifted memberships. But Richard, thank you so much. I know, Richard, I know Montreal is very near and dear to the family, and I believe it was your father. So always, you're always in our thoughts when the Leafs and Montreal get together. And just like that, Toronto is going to take a penalty. Toronto going to go to the box. Number 64, that's David Kampf. Kampfer is going to go to the box. He's going to pick up that penalty. Again, let's get there. It is. Jen's getting those sticks in. That's how we celebrate all the donations, all the gifted memberships, all the amazing things that this chat and this community does by dropping those sticks in the chat. So let's see a bunch of those hockey sticks for Richard coming in and supporting our channel and paying it forward to a lot of viewers to give them the access to play with some emojis. And not only that, but you can play our special gambling game, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Montreal on the power play. Let's see what they can do here. Montreal coming around, playing this one across. Page my dad. He met Maurice Richard. That's okay. But always, Richard, I remember last year when you told me they were your favorite team, and every time these two get together, I always think about you, and I always think about what you told me.
eventually you just
So
run out
thank
of
you
time
for
and
that.
space, and the penalty
Noah,
goes.
how's it going? Welcome in.
Gotta get tape.
But boy, I would love to know the
14
conversation they
minutes in,
had.
the Canadiens just one shot
This coming around, Montreal with it,
new hook.
trying to get it in. They can't. Toronto going to steal. 1:11 left to go on the Montreal
And
power
Lawrence
play.
able to
In Toronto
break it
now,
down.
eating up
Off
some
to the
time, and they
PTO.
finally dump this one all the way down the
On the
ice.
fourth line is
Gabriel,
also a guy that
welcome
could
in.
help
Welcome
out
to the chat.
in a penalty
GFL,
kill
hello
goal
there.
if he
Welcome in,
can
Morgan.
land
Good
the
to see you.
job.
Was that
Here
thunder?
comes Kapanen.
Little thunder outside. This
Oliver
coming around.
Kapanen,
Toronto
and
going to bank
Reeves
this
will
one off the boards.
send them back.
Vendetta coming in. Welcome.
Well,
Yeah, Colin, I hope not. I hope not. Hudson going to chip this one back. Montreal, let's see what they can get going here. Over the line, going to bring this one in. Thank you for those subscribes, up to 375. Do I hear 80? 380.
Fire at 200 feet.
5 minutes left to go
So
here in
5
period
minutes
number one.
in this
Montreal
opening
Hudson
period.
going to carry this
With
one
over
up. He's
20
going to juke,
seconds remaining,
cutting
Clayton
towards the
Hudson.
middle, looking to pass it over. No one to go to. He's going to flip it up and carry it himself. Now he's going to go cross eyes from the face-off dot back across. Montreal can't complete that. Kapanen right there, but couldn't put it towards the net. Kapanen back with it, playing this to the line. Over Hudson going back across. Montreal still working it. Power play is now over. Back at even strength. Little ping pong. Oh boy, pinball action. That one went just wide of the net. Kemp playing it back. Toronto, long pass to Holmberg. Here comes Holmberg over the line. Holmberg in. He fakes the shot. Well, he didn't fake it. He fanned on it. He went to shoot, and he just whiffed on that big time. Yeah, Colin, that would have been interesting to see if they would have made Riley the C, but I'm happy with Matthews. And here comes Cowan with a chance shot right on rebound. Oh, he can't pick it up. Great save by the Montreal tender of the twine off the stick of the Cowboy. This one picked up. Toronto back in their own zone. Easton Cowan coming real close. Another pass down. Cowan going to chase this one in the corner. He can't come up with it. 8 shots for Toronto so far. Only 1 shot on goal for the Montreal Canadiens. Toronto going to flip this one back up. Cowan can't knock that one down. He's at the end of his shift. He's looking a little tired, a little sluggish. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Domi, he's going to pick this one up, flipping it over. We haven't seen Domi, Marner, and Cowan together a lot. Riley going to strip this one away. With the power plays and the penalty kills, the lineup's getting juggled around a little bit. And of course, with Nylander getting knocked down, they got to make some adjustments. Riley dumping this one in the corner. We are waiting to see if he does return. Domi cycling it to the line for Riley. He goes across to Tanev. Tanev, face-off circle. He's going to shoot right on. And a nice save here. Dobish making that save, and Easton Cowan shaking his head, sitting on the bench. He had a glorious opportunity and an unbelievable shot. Oh, Colin, I don't think so. I think he's been okay. I think he's been playing okay. Lewis, it was your ex-Capitan who scored. John Tavares picked up the goal on the power play. And it was quite a nice little redirect, which is always nice to see. Books, how's it going? Agreed, Riley would have done it justice. Yeah, Riley's one of those guys, I see him as a quiet leader. He's out there. He makes the calls. I bet you he speaks up in the locker room, and when the Ridley Gregg situation happened, he stood up for his team. He jumped in there. He's always standing up for his team, probably more than he should at times. But yeah, I agree. Morgan Riley would have been a good pick. RK, what's going on? Welcome in. Will the Leafs be serving pizzas again tonight? RK, they're looking good tonight. They're looking mighty good. Sean, what's going on? Welcome in. Go JT. JT is awesome. Now, I mentioned it a little while ago when Richard brought forth all those gifted memberships. Now, channel members, you have the ability to play with your points. I told you at the beginning, you're earning points just by being here, being in the chat. If you type !points, it'll tell you how many points you have, and that's how you can bring Leaf graphics, Montreal graphics, all kinds of things up on the screen. Now, channel members, you have the added benefit of being able to gamble with your points. Now, gambling, it is simply a dice roll. You just type in the command !gamble, put in the number of points you want to gamble, and there's a dice roll. You win or lose. It's as simple as that. It's all for fun, but it's a way you can play along. Now, everybody that just picked up those channel memberships tonight, I do have to set you up in the back end, so you'll have that ability for the next game. Tyler, how's it going? Checking his points. And there are all the custom emojis right now that Dallas has dropped in. Thank you, Dallas. A lot of these will change. We're reorganizing them and moving them around. But we got lots of Leaf graphics in there to play with. We got some Oilers, Panthers, Wings, some Argos, lots to use, and they will change from stream to stream. Here's this welcome in. Good evening, and hope you're doing well. Dallas dropping the Hulkster in there, looking for a fight tonight. And right off the draw, there's a hook down. Lawrence got pulled down hard. Back around, Montreal going to bring this one out of their zone. Corey, hello there. Long time since I watched you. I've been great. Thank you for coming back in. Great to see you coming back. Long pass, Toronto up the neutral zone. 2:45 to go. Leafs first one's on the puck in the corner. Trying to come around. Here's Kemp with it. Sending it back to Lawrence. Lawrence going to carry this one. In the corner, he runs into the official. The official going to take him down. And here comes Montreal with a chance coming out. 3-on-2. Montreal, and they bobble the pass. Montreal carrying it near side, back to the point. Looking to shoot. Pass across. Here's Newhook with a shot. That one gets steered aside. Reeves going up on his man. And again, Montreal can't connect on the pass. This is coming all the way back down. Arc, yes, I think Toronto's going to win. I don't think it'll end up being 1-0, but Toronto should win this game. And welcome in. The NHL hired Ray Charles. Phil, that's amazing. If only. Down in the corner, back to the line. Ekman-Larsson with a shot right on, and Tavares buzzing around the net again. Back to Ekman-Larsson. He's coming across. Long shot from the far side. That one is deflected. Montreal's going to pick that one up. High off the glass. This is going to come down. The linesman says no icing call. McCabe back here to pick this one up. On the move. Here comes Toronto, far side. Robertson bringing it in, playing it up to Tavares, to McMahon. He gets a shot right on. And a nice little save here by Davish. 1:27 to go here in period number 1. Tavares will always be my Leaf captain. Matthews or Riley are not even as good as Dallas or Beverly. Peter, that's funny. They did hire Ray Jarvis. Who was it at the Super Bowl? Was it Stevie Wonder at the Super Bowl that came driving in the car many, many years ago? That was awesome. James, what's going on? Is Marner still with the Leafs? Right now he is. Yes, sir. Off the draw, this coming around. Montreal trying to get it out. Toronto pinching, holding this one in. Jack-Eye looking to go the opposite side of the ice. Cowan coming in to steal it away. He does. Cowan backhanding it to the line. Toronto bringing it in. A little feather looking for the tip in front from Marner. That doesn't work. This coming out the other side. Good heads-up play there by Easton Cowan. Stolar is going to flip this one to the corner for Riley. Riley going to play it across. Couldn't get it to Tanev. Marner back out. Here's Riley to Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan coming in. He stops at the faceoff dot. He shoots, and a huge glove save by Dabish. Wow. Is it bad I want to keep calling him Dobby, like from Harry Potter? Because that was an unbelievable stop. Incredible. Yeah, Stolarz is looking good. Very, very good. Again, thank you everybody for joining us. We're now 10 likes away. If you haven't hit that like, give that like a click. 10 likes and 4 likes away from 380. So, or excuse me, 4 subscribers away. So hit that subscribe. 52 seconds to go here in the first period. Toronto, 12 shots. Montreal up to 3 now. Faceoffs are pretty close. Toronto going to bring this one back. And here's a pass across, but it's going to be deflected up into the crowd. Fan grabs a souvenir just behind the Montreal bench. From an old Habs fan in the days when Le Canadien ruled the NHL. Yeah, that was a little while ago. Francois coming in with that subscribe. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that button. Colin, I don't think he's hurt bad. He did skate today. Matthews apparently was fine during the skate. They expect he may play Saturday, but since they're on the road, usually at home they play their stars. So it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't end up playing till next week versus Detroit. But there is a chance he might play on Saturday. Saturday, we'll be here again, of course, bringing you all the preseason action, getting ready. The roster, I expect, will start to get narrowed down. We should see some changes after that game on Saturday. Skylar, how's it going? Welcome in. NHL, good to see you. William, what's up? Welcome in. Here's a shot. This one flies wide. Hudson pulling the trigger there. Again, Hudson having an okay game. Here's a pass from Pacioretty to Ryan Reeves, and that one does not connect. This coming around, Montreal bringing it in there, chasing this one down. Pizzetta trying to get back in there, coming out in front. Will Reeves and Pizzetta go tonight? Will we see that happen? Pacioretty playing this one around. Toronto up the boards with 5 seconds to go. Here comes Toronto with a nice pass. Pacioretty from the faceoff dot shoots, and another glove save at the buzzer. The Montreal tender looking real good. Dobish. Nice first period. I know he gave up a goal, but what a phenomenal first period. All right, let's go to the intermission here. We got lots to discuss. All right, the intermission screens are loading. The widgets are coming in, or maybe they're not, and they just want to behave very slowly. Give us our stats. There we go. Game stats coming in. So let's talk. Naomi, how's it going? Welcome in. Which emojis? The membership ones? I had to make them, to be honest. It was pretty crazy. All right, here we go. Let's break it all down. Let me turn down my volume. First period, 13-3 shots on net. Toronto all over them with those shots. Montreal, though, leading the way in hits, 11-6. Face-offs pretty close. Toronto slight edge there, 9-7. Leafs go 1 for 1 on the power play. Montreal goes 0 for 2. When we take a look at the giveaways, only 1 for Toronto. That's impressive. 9 giveaways for Montreal, though. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. 3 takeaways apiece, 3 block shots, 2 for Montreal. That's better. You don't want to see guys going down and blocking too many shots during the preseason. The last thing you want to do is get hurt blocking a shot. Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate that. So those are the stats to the game. Let me scroll back a moment here and look at, I saw some questions popping up. So before I jump into some items I wanted to talk about, let's go back. The Leaf jersey ones, I had to make those 2. That was such a pain. All right, let me scroll back here. Obviously, patches will be signed. Who's going to make room for him? So yeah, there's a big, I don't want to call it a debate because it's not really a debate. Gordon, hello there. Will the Zambonis ever catch one another? Ooh, would you imagine if all of a sudden that tweaked and something happened and they came that close? Man, I would freak. That would be amazing. Sasham, how's it going? So yeah, there's a lot in the Toronto forwards that we need to see and need to see how it's going to break down, how it's going to go. But we'll get into that in a moment. Sir Gods, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. So good to see you here today. And thank you for putting us up over 100 likes. Great job. A couple of signings that have taken place over the last couple of days. We haven't talked about them because I was waiting for a few to build up. So a couple big ones if we go back. Obviously, by now you've heard about Sidney Crosby. He extends for 2 years in Pittsburgh, $8.7 million. Cros leaving a lot of money on the table. But man, what a class act. He says, you know what? I don't need any more money. I want to win. So Crosby takes his 8.7, leaves room for the team to build around him. So Crosby stays in Pittsburgh for 2 years. Lucas Raymond signs in Detroit, 8 years, just over $8 million a season. Lucas Raymond is the future of Detroit. We know that. They know that. They locked him up big time. 8 years, $8 million. Couple others, Dallas, they re-signed Thomas Harley, big defenseman, plays either side. He actually, I think, shattered the glass in practice with a shot. Thomas Harley, he signs in Dallas 2 years at $4 million per year. Peyton Krebs re-signs in Buffalo 2 years at $1.4 million. Arthur Kaliev, now he's supposed to be a superstar with the Los Angeles Kings, hasn't really had anything going. So he signs a 1-year deal at $825. Give him a chance to get going. Philip Tomasino does the same in Nashville. He signs 1 year at $825 as well. If we look up, Detroit getting all their future locked up. Moritz Seider, rookie of the year in his rookie year, he goes and signs a 7-year deal at $8.5 million. So Detroit locking up both Lucas Raymond and Moritz Seider to long-term deals. That is huge for the future of Detroit. Well, I think Detroit is going to be much, much better. Utah. Somebody was asking me about Utah. Well, hey, Utah made a heck of a signing themselves. Dylan Guenther, he signs an 8-year deal worth $7 million. So 8 years, $7 million for the Gunth. And I look forward to seeing how bright his future is going to be. Dawson Mercer signs in New Jersey 3 years at $4 million. And then Cole Perfidi, he signs 2 years at $3.25 million. So some real nice signings. The signings are going to continue to roll in, and they're going to continue to do well. And by the way, I apologize. I didn't go through the goal score. The goal score, as well, you already know by now, John Tavares on the power play. He went in and he got that goal. So there it is. John Tavares, your goal scorer. And there are the signings. We talked about those. Let's run through your out-of-town scoreboard right now. 0-0, New York Islanders, Philadelphia Flyers. New York Rangers with a 3-1 lead over the Boston Bruins. Happy birthday to the Bear Shark, by the way. New York's #1 fan. Happy birthday, Bear Shark, our partner channel over on the Florida Park Explorers. You got to make sure to check them out. Buffalo and Ottawa, they are tied at 1s. And that's it. San Jose and Anaheim, they get going a lot later on. Lots of game on the schedule for tomorrow. We'll talk about those a little bit later. But again, here in Toronto, Tavares for Marner and Riley on the power play gets it done. Now, I don't know how many of you are in and around the Toronto area, whether you're north of Toronto, east in Mississauga, west in Ajax Pickering, or downtown Toronto, or even beyond in Hamilton. Ajax, what did I say? East. You know what I mean. East, west, flip them around, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Wherever you are, if you're in and around the Toronto area, big news for you, especially if you're on that 401 line. No, I'm not talking about the potential of a tunnel under the 401 to take you from one end to the other. I'm talking about a brand new concert venue that has just been announced. Jansen, you subbed up. Thank you so much. In Oakville, welcome in. Todd, what's going on? Welcome in. And thanks all the new subscribers. But a huge new venue was announced for Downsview Airport. Downsview, which is, where is it? Avenue in the 401 area in Toronto. 50,000 seat stadium. 50,000 seat stadium. An outdoor open air arena being built here. It's going to be called, what is it going to be called? Rogers Stadium. Rogers Stadium in partnership with Live Nation, a brand new concert venue. The first thing I thought of when I heard this is they're building a 50,000 seat stadium. Does that mean there's an NFL team coming? No, there's no NFL team coming. This is a temporary 5-year venue that's supposed to bring big tours through. Now, apparently with the Blue Jays playing, there's a lot of complexity over the summer months for a lot of the big stadium shows to come. We know Taylor Swift is coming in doing, 6 shows, which I think will end up being 8. Their Metallica is coming. Guns N' Roses was just here. A lot of stadium shows, and it's hard to get dates around it. So they're building this 50,000 seat outdoor stadium. There's going to have lots of outdoor concessions around it. They are looking to do this to bring tours throughout the summer months, the spring and summer months here in Toronto. I love the fact that it's Downsview Arena. It's not all the way downtown. Lots of easy ways to get there, whether you're on the subway, the buses, the 401 is right there. Lots of ways to be able to get in. So huge news if you're in the Toronto area. And of course, the immediate thing I thought of, because it's going to be a little bit of a horseshoe style stadium, 50,000 seats. Wouldn't that be darn cool if they could figure out a way of doing a Winter Classic out there? I know Toronto and Detroit played their Winter Classic game in Michigan at the Big House in front of 90-some-odd thousand. But wouldn't it be cool if we could do that in Toronto? Now, I don't know if they have any plans at all, but this is where my mind goes. They're going to build this, which is supposed to be ready, by the way, for summer of 2025, which there's no way. I mean, I would be floored if that's actually the case. But wouldn't it be amazing if this huge stadium is here and we could put an outdoor game in it, I mean, wow, that's immediately where my head went. So if you're a music fan, if you're a music lover and you hate going all the way downtown, brand new, huge music venue coming to Toronto. So that would be pretty cool. Ben, what's going on? Welcome in. Put a roof on it and have the Leafs play their Imagine 50. Oh my gosh. Phil, it would be amazing. You know what? They would sell out. They would absolutely sell out. Yeah, Peter, that too. But apparently it's a 5-year deal, a 5-year thing, and then they're going to develop some new communities around that area. So we'll see what it's going to look like. There's some artist renderings online. If you want to take a look, it looks pretty cool. Garth would fill. Oh, absolutely, Dallas. And I'm sure, guys like him will come there. What I wonder is what happens with the Budweiser stage, out by Old Ontario Place. I know they're looking to redesign a lot of that waterfront, make the new science center and whatnot. But does that mean that artists are now, some of the bigger ones that were forced to go to that venue now will go to this big one? Who knows? We'll wait and see. But there's going to be a lot of interesting potential with this new outdoor arena. So something I wanted to mention, not sure if anybody heard about it, and definitely wanted to call it. All right, let's talk about these lineups again. I'm the most recent sub. Awesome. Jensen, well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being here for sure. Thank you for joining our community. When we talked about this lineup, and it's going to start dwindling out, we talked previously about the big battles for the wing positions, right? We talked about Nick Robertson needing a spot, who clearly some folks here would like to see him move along. We also talked about, Easton Cowan. Will Cowan have a spot? What is going to happen with him? If he doesn't make the team, he's going to have to go back down to the minors, to the OHL. So what are these things going to look like? And of course, Pontus Holmberg, Bobby McMahon, all battling there for spots. Tim, what's going on? Crying over. Are you screaming over Taylor Swift? Crying over Taylor Swift? So it's going to be interesting. We obviously know, for argument's sake, the top line is going to be Matthews, Marner, and Matthew Nyes. Those three, I think, are a lock. Nyes played there a good chunk of last season. I think that's Nyes' spot to lose. The second line now is where things start getting interesting. Max Domi and William Nylander, they're going to be that second line duo. Coach has already come out and said Nylander's going to start the year at center with Domi on his wing. So the question is, who slots in beside them? Is it going to be Cowan or is it going to be Bobby McMahon? On the third line, we know Pacioretty is going to be on one of his wings. Who's Calle Jarnkrok going to be on the other side? Or is he going to get bumped down and will Holmberg go on that side? The fourth line is going to kind of be mixed up Mother Goose. We know Ryan Reeves is there. We know that David Kempf is probably going to center that fourth line. And there's a spot there on the wing. And if they find a way to sign Steven Lorentz is going to take that fourth line spot. So you'll have Reeves, Kempf, and Lorentz. So really it means McMahon, Robertson, and Cowan fighting for really one spot, maybe two, if they do something with Calle Jarnkrok. So that's why I believe something has to give. Something needs to change. Somebody does need to move. Now, when we look at potential value, and I don't even think it's so much value we're looking for, but realistically, who's valuable enough to move? Meaning, who would want to take them? I don't think Nick Robertson is that guy. Nick Robertson, while he signed a very cheap deal, right? $875, a very affordable deal, and he can score and he puts up some decent numbers. Hey, Andrew, what's going on? Nick Robertson, I don't think is overly appealing to a lot of other teams. And I say that because when it came out that he wanted to trade, they couldn't find a trade for him, right? So for me, that says nobody's willing to give up a third, a fourth, a fifth round draft pick for Nick Robertson. Is somebody like Calle Jarnkrok or David Kempf a little bit more appealing? I think so. Even someone like Pontus Holmberg at $100,000 is a little bit more appealing. Now, are you going to get huge value, a huge return? No, we're talking about a draft pick. Give me a second or third round draft pick and you can have one of these guys. we're at the point now where we need to move a body out so we can bring some of these guys in and give them a chance. So really, it's going to come down Robertson, Cowan, or McMahon. Who's going to get those spots and who's going to find their way out? Connor Dewar right now starting the season on long-term IR. He's still kind of battling through injuries, so eventually he's going to have a spot or find something to do. So, what do you do with him? So there's lots of options to still figure out on the forward side. I think the defense side is pretty much set. I think we're more or less going to see what we have here today. We got our 6D with Riley, Tanev, McCabe, Ekman Larson, Benoit, and Liljegren with Hakanpää there as well. So easy to rotate in and out. I was really hoping someone like Niemela would get an opportunity. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. There's just no space. There's no cap space and there's no actual space. And don't forget, we have our 3 goalies as well. Stolarz, Wall, and of course, Matt Murray. So it's a pretty stacked lineup. What we're seeing here today is going to be very, very close to the opening day roster, minus a few pieces of it. And that's okay. That's okay. I think this team could certainly go deep. I think they're going to have a much, much better year. One of the challenges they had last year, of course, at times was in that goaltending position. They lost a lot of close games that they certainly didn't need to. And we'll see. Hopefully the goaltending this year can funnel it through a little better and hold down the fort. Talking about stadiums, we have Cape Air playing at a 100,000 seat stadium tomorrow. Wow, 100,000 seat stadium for a Leaf game would be amazing. I don't know if you remember if you watched that Winter Classic a couple of years back in Detroit, Toronto. I don't remember the exact number. It was over 90,000, but it was spectacular. It was spectacular. I had some friends that went, and they said they absolutely froze. It was ridiculously cold, but it was such a good experience. Nico, what's going on? Long time no stream. Good to see you, Nico. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good summer. And Stolarz, and the Leafs goalie. Yeah, the goalies are going to be much better. Who's in goal tonight? So, Stolarz getting the start tonight. Matt Murray is the backup. I haven't heard if they're going to split it or Stolarz is going to go the distance. So we'll know in about 10 minutes or hockey time or so. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that goaltending. And will Matt Murray have an opportunity to potentially steal a spot away? Spoopy, what's going on? Welcome in. I saw you were sick recently. All good now? Yeah, Nico, all good. All good. Something just got me. Something just got me the end of the summer there and kind of knocked me down for a couple of days. But yeah, A-okay. We're all good. So thank you for asking. I certainly appreciate that. Langswick's pretty good out there. Can skate for Lee. He's looking pretty good. He's moving, right? He's got his legs going, which is kind of what I thought might take him a little while, but he's plugging along. All 6'4", 216 pounds of him, definitely moving along. So he can be an impact player, and he was an impact player for the Florida Panthers during their Stanley Cup run. Now he was in and out of the lineup; they kind of rotated through, but he looked good and did a good job. All right, thank you so much for all the conversation, all the questions, all your input. We're ready. Period number 2. Let's get back at her. Now, Easton Cowan, we talked a lot about Easton Cowan. He was the 2016 CHL Player of the Year, 2012 and 13 OHL champion. He's the 2024 MVP, and champion. He was just awesome. Sorry, not 2016. My goodness. He did it all last year, is what I meant to say. 2024, 2023. Easton Cowan really did everything you could prove. Jennifer's back. What's going on, Jennifer? Welcome in. Could be controversial, but depending on how Wall and Stolarz go, would be uncertain putting Hilda. Ooh. So, Phil, with the way Toronto has not had a good run with goaltenders, I would be very hesitant about trading another one away. We have done that in the past, and it's come back to bite us pretty good. Beatriz, welcome in. Hello there, Stefan. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Here we go. Second period is officially underway, and Toronto's going to come away first puck. They're going to bring this one down. Johnny Tavares going to dump this one in. Your goal scorer of this game so far. We'll take a little drink.
Pretty hard to hide from Dale. So we start the second period. No William Nylander. He did not.
So
come up
William
with the
Nylander has not returned.
second period after
That's
just
not
over
good
4
news. He
minutes
took a
of work
knee
in
to the head
Here's
with about 8
Canada
minutes
again.
left in the last period.
Ready to
Here's
work.
Toronto coming in, dropping it back. Robertson with it. Robertson cycling around. He's going to feed this to the line. McCabe playing it up to Domi. Domi across in front, just out of the reach of Robertson. Back around. Toronto going to play it behind the net. Pacioretty going to take a bump. So with Nylander out of the lineup now, Toronto's going to shake things up, rotate some players around. And again, even if Robertson or Nylander feels like he is okay, at this point, I would not bring him back to return as Domi is tripped up with the puck. No call, no penalty there. Here comes Montreal back the other way. Exactly, Floyd. No need to risk anything. And Montreal going to come offside. Domi skating with the puck, tripped up and dumps. No call made. Little surprise there. Took the stick across both skates. And he gets tripped up. Laurie, hello there. Welcome in. Good to see you. Jack Campbell. Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe the Oilers gave him such a contract like that. I mean, that was crazy. I'm thinking more Tuukka Rask. Remember when we traded Tuukka Rask? Ooh, that one hurt. This coming down the ice right on the Montreal tender. He's going to grab and hang on to that. But again, welcome in if you're joining us here for period number 2. Vendetta, welcome in. Perfect opportunity to try Marner at center. Remember last year when they did the experiment with Marner on defense? I'm glad that ended quickly. Thank you, everybody, for hitting those likes and, of course, hitting those subscribes.
And the Leafs have
We're 17 subscribers away from 24,400. If you haven't subbed up, kindly hit that subscribe. Let's see if we can get there today. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your colleagues. Hit that share button, send out the links. Here comes Toronto bringing this puck up to the red line. Going to dump this one in. Chasing it down on the far side. Liljegren doing a nice job there. Back around behind the net. Montreal giving it away. Toronto taking this in the corner. Holmberg reaching for it. McMahon coming in front. Going to tip it in front. We got a little bit of a interesting line here. Holmberg, McMahon, and Robertson. Robertson with the puck. Some nifty stick work. He's going to move it around, sending it behind the net. Holmberg can't grab it. Comes to Bobby Mack. McMahon. He's cycling around. McMahon still with it. By the way, this is not the McMahon that has the Netflix documentary out about it. That is the other McMahon. Going to chip this one around. Montreal stealing it. Has the puck behind their own net now. Sam, what's going on? I worked today. I watched a virtual presentation. Some guy in Edmonton who's working on a redesign of... Oh, very cool. Sam, that's awesome. Montreal slipping down in the corner. Ryan Reeves pointing out where the coverage should go. Toronto trying to get this puck out. Tuukka never won anything in Boston. Tim Thomas won that. Yeah, he did. Oh, boy. Now Tim Thomas was spectacular during that run. Alexander, welcome in. It's coming around behind the net. Toronto going to fire this down the ice. It's going to go right on the goaltender, so no icing here. Montreal, they got to get things working. Long pass this coming up. Tipped and knocked down. Toronto back through the middle. Here come the Leafs. Pacioretty. He's going to flip this one through. Toronto couldn't get towards the net. There's a reverse hit. Tavares is sent flying. He gets knocked down. He's been on the ice a few times here today. Tavares is up. He was a little slow to get up. He can't pick up that pass. My goodness. The last thing you need is get a couple starters getting their bell rung here in the preseason. 2-on-1 pass across. Montreal couldn't capitalize. Another pass. Montreal's passing has been atrocious here. Little reverse play by Kapanen. Montreal with this one, trying to look around. Here's a long shot, wide side of the net. Back over, nice job here. Tavares going to gobble up that loose puck, getting it to McMahon. Here's Riley now. Riley going to carry this one ahead. Tuukka retired Tofilus. Robertson odd man out. I'd rather have McMahon and Gabrinkin. Really? Gabrinkin in, eh? Domi going to pick this one up. He's going to carry it in. He's taking it wide. He's being forced towards the board. There's a little holding the stick. No call there again. Toronto, Benoit taking a shot that hits the skate. Back to Marner. He fakes a shot, goes to Liljegren. His shot is 8 miles too high. Back to the line for Benoit. To Liljegren. Liljegren passing in the corner. Quick pass out to Marner. He can't get that. Benoit going to keep this one in. Little pass across to Domi. He fakes the shot. Slides it to the point. Now back to Domi. He takes a shot, and he almost hit Marner up high. My goodness. Marner with it behind the net now. He's going to put this one in front. Long pass. Couldn't hit Domi. This coming out. Good pressure here from the Maple Leafs. My goodness. Yeah, Sachem right now. Montreal struggling with the shots on net. Toronto, they're throwing pucks like crazy, but they're missing. They're missing the net. Here comes the Leafs. Pacioretty, right? It really does. It sounds so weird. Pacioretty actually was asked in an interview if it feels weird to be wearing the Leaf jersey. He said not at all. And in fact, his kids told him it's the best jersey has looked on it, which is pretty awesome. This coming through. Beck is going to pass this one over. Montreal, Hudson, he's going to carry this one up. Holmberg going to knock it down out of the air. He's going to take it around behind his own net. Long pass up. Nice move. And again, Nick Robertson tried to get around Jack-Eye, and Jack-Eye was able to cut down Robertson. Montreal flipping it in for Tanev. Tanev back to pick it up. He's going to take a little bump, but he works it to Patch. Patch is passed behind Riley. Riley knocks it down, gives it right to Montreal, walking in, and they score between the legs. Another sloppy play, just like the last game. Morgan Riley doesn't take the pass. Instead, he deflects it right to the Montreal player, who walks right in. Pacioretty's pass to Riley was off target. Riley can't get it. And here comes Montreal up the gut. Dvorak makes no mistake. Forehand, backhand, opens up Stolarz, slides it 5-hole. Textbook breakaway move, textbook breakaway goal here by Dvorak. My goodness. So we are all tied up. Nifty little move, nifty little play. Rob, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for the kind words. I appreciate it, and you're very welcome. We're here for the long haul, and we're going to have some fun. Ekman Larson back. Leafs going to bank this one up to the red line. They're going to try and flip this one in. Ryan Reeves gets the job done. This down in the corner, trying to work through. Montreal, they're trying to kick it out 3-on-3, coming back into the line. Toronto getting back to make it a 4-on-3. Leafs in the corner. McCabe, he's going to send this around behind the net over Ekman Larson, tries to play it, but Montreal steals, plays it in front. Tip right on, and a nice stop here by Stolarz with 13.5 to go. Here comes Toronto, still in their own zone. Montreal doing a good job putting the pressure. Long pass to Ryan Reeves, and he's going to chip this out. 2-on-1 forming for Toronto. Pass across Tavares to McMahon, and the puck didn't get there. Montreal was just able to get back and get enough of that puck. Saul, how's it going? Welcome in. Here's Benoit. Benoit carrying this. Benoit going to play this across. Toronto down the far side is Liljegren bringing it in. 3 Leafs rushing in. A long shot. Tavares couldn't get the stick on it, and the netminder for Montreal, Dobesh, is going to make that save and hang on to it as Dvorak ties it up as they are going to a commercial break. My goodness, what a period. What action. But boy, Toronto is just crushing them in shots, 16-4, which is absolutely wild. But hey, Montreal is crushing it the other way. They're laying the hit down, laying the smack down, and doing a really, really good job there. But Toronto, they're doing okay. You know, they're playing a decent game. Again, it's preseason. Doesn't really matter what happens as long as they go out there and they're getting some pucks. Now, I want to say this again. I said it off the top, but I know we have a lot more people who are coming in and watching along with us. If you are in the northern area, especially northern Florida on the coast, and you're getting impacted anywhere or have family getting impacted by the storm, please make sure everybody is staying safe. Please make sure you are taking care of yourselves and others, and we wish you all the best. I know you're tuning in to try and distract yourself and give you something to do, but I hope you are doing all right. So thank you for tuning in to us. All right, Yemashuk really showing he was worth more than the 7th overall. Yeah, Vendetta, he's certainly playing well, right? Certainly playing well. He's got some good hands there, some good moves. Leafs might be weak this year. Nah, I don't think they'll be weak. Again, you can't judge anything by these preseason games. And I'll tell you why. They're not going 100%, right? Guys like Domi, Marner, Nylander, Tavares, they know they're on the team, right? 90% of the roster is a lock. There's only a couple of spots up for grabs. So really these games are for the kids trying to make an impression. The kids are going to go hard. But the veterans, the guys who know they're on the team, they're not going to really do anything to jeopardize getting injured like Nylander, and we hope he's okay. Tavares taking a couple hard bumps. We hope they're okay. But I wouldn't put anything you see too much in stock of how they're going to do the rest of the season. Have another great game. That's why I say that, by the way. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, John, I hope Nylander is okay. He has not returned. I don't think he'll be returning here in this game. All right, 12:43. Here comes Montreal up over the line. Quick shot, knocked down. Hot rebound. Pizzetta, 82.5 miles an hour with that shot. There's a big takedown by Pizzetta. He's going to knock the Leaf player down from behind, taking the puck away. But Tanev steals it, and he's going to come in the line. But the pass is deflected up and out of play. So we're going to get a face-off just outside the Montreal zone. There he is, talking about Florida Man. The Florida Man in the house. AAU Triton coming in, dropping a freeze.
A good solid veteran, a good teammate. That's somebody you'd like to learn off of. I had the pleasure.
Thank you, Triton, putting me in carbonite. Appreciate it. These preseason games are more to work out the kinks. Exactly, Richard. Exactly. It's to work on plays, work on scenarios, go through the motions, get your body back in game shape. Because you can practice as much as you want, but getting in game shape is a very different story. Touch, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, here comes Montreal picking up the puck in their own end. They're going to carry this one far side of the ice, down into the Leaf zone. They're going to play this one around. Taking a look behind, Toronto. McCabe, he can't move it around. It gets knocked back. Ekman Larson going to take his man into the corner. Working over Roy, and Domi can't get it. This coming to the point to point. They're going to hold this one in. Barron with a nice job to keep that in as it bounced on him. McCabe can't take it away. Back to Barron again. He's going to take that shot, hit somebody in front. McCabe going in the corner. He's going to get it to the line. This one hops out. Racing for it. Here comes Toronto. Cowan coming in. He goes upstairs. Got a piece. Great speed by Easton Cowan to fly through or past Engstrom and get a nice scoring opportunity. That's what we need to see from the Cowboy. Here's another pass, and he feeds in the middle. Breakaway. Toronto shooting. What a save. Easton Cowan finding Benoit, cutting through the middle. And Simon Benoit showing the hands of Chris Benoit there. Just too strong on the stick, and he could not put it in. A huge pass and a breakaway chance. Great play, great shift here by the Cowboy. Yeehaw, Easton Cowan. Trying to fight for a spot on this team. Here they come. B. Disney, what's going on? Welcome. This working through. Here's a long shot right on. And Stolar's going to hang on to it. Just got home. We'll try and hope you're doing all right. How is it by your area, Triton? Are you starting to get the rain or the winds? Or are you guys doing all right? Can't score again. Yeah, Gordon, they're coming close. Domi, Cowan hits Benoit. What a pass. Unfortunately, Benoit is not known for his slick mitts. It just couldn't make the move. But boy, this game is opening up. The excitement is coming. It's looking good. If you're just joining us, great timing. Again, welcome in. Make sure you do tap that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for us. It's getting pretty bad. The drive home from work was bad. High winds. Oh, thank you, Triton. Well, stay safe. I hope you guys are okay. You know we'll be thinking about you. I hope you weren't on your scooter. I hope you were in a car. Montreal off the draw, bringing this one back to the line. Trying to bring this one through. Habs holding it in. Here's a long shot. Down in front, knocked, coming around back to the other side. Montreal, nice choice to pass this one up around. Waugh in the corner. He's going to look to carry it out. He can't, has it knocked down. Riley up on his man, trying to get in here. Armia with it. Holmberg trying to use his body, having some trouble. Montreal wraps it around the boards to the other side, and it comes out. It's stolen away. 2-on-1 Toronto. Here comes Robertson. What a move! Passes it across. Oh, another save as Bobby McMahon is absolutely robbed. What a pass, and Bobby McMahon just could not get it past Dubas. What a stop. Are his pads regulation or what? Here comes Montreal the other way. They come across, and they cannot connect on the pass. Holy end-to-end rushes, Batman, and here comes Nick Robertson the other way. He's at the end of his shift. He's going to stop and turn around, and he gets filled in from behind. Here comes Montreal the other way. Yannick, he turns around and shoots. That's tipped just wide. Holy moly macaroni. This coming around. Gonna knock this one down in the corner. This is crazy. Montreal taking a shot. Somebody tell these guys it's preseason. It's not a breakaway contest. Montreal, Gignac putting it back at the point. Triton coming around, getting the wave going. Get those wave hands up. It's the virtual wave. 9:15 to go. Habs goalie he's making a good job, and here's a hack down. Tuck putting the leaf on his tushy. And the Montreal Canadiens are going to the box. The Maple Leafs are going to the power play. Oh, I don't think he's useless. Colin, he made an absolutely beautiful toe drag and backhand pass to connect, and they just couldn't put it in. The end of that, the play he made there at the end, he was the end of his shift. So that was wild. Dan, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. That was exciting. End-to-end action, rushes back and forth. Holy moly. I mean, that is hockey. So many glorious chances. But Dobish, spectacular. When he goes down low on that right side, he has been just unbeatable. Really, really making a case for himself. Good young goaltender. Let's take a look at Montreal. Does Montreal even have room for another goaltender? Let's take a look. Montreal, Sam Montembeault and Caden Premu are their two goaltenders right now. Of course, Montembeault signed for a couple of years at $3.1 million. Caden Premu at $890. But boy, oh boy, Dobish. I mean, there's room. He's got one. After this year, he becomes a restricted free agent. Boy, oh boy, wouldn't that be something? Caden Premu, who they drafted. Man, this Dobish is making a case. He is really, really playing well in this game. Spectacular. What a goalie. But we saw in the prospect games, Montreal has a number of really good goalkeepers kind of in their ranks, developing. But 2 minutes on the clock here. Maple Leafs on the power play. Let's see what they're going to turn around and do here. They are 1 for 1 today. As Marty St. Louis trying to figure out how to defend against these veteran NHL players coming in, working the PP. Paralife, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Domi, Martyr, Patch, Tavares, and Riley, the squad for the Leafs. Here's Riley with a shot right on, and again, a nice stop here by Dobish. Unbelievable.
I mean, he's made some wonderful saves. This one
great stops. He's playing remarkable. Riley getting a nice shot off. He felt it hit him, and he was just kind of not moving. So face off to the left to the goaltender, the near side of the ice.
Because he does shoot the puck fairly well. Not a slapper. He's got that snap.
Off the draw, Tavares going to win that one back. Comes to Marner. Marner going to carry this one up. Going to now dump it back to Domi. Domi and Riley crisscrossing. Puck comes to Riley. Riley down low to Marner in the corner. Marner going behind the net. Far side, here's Pacioretty. He's going to go up to Domi, cross to Riley. Riley, he's going to fiddle it over to Marner by the face-off circle to Tavares down low. He comes back up to Riley. He takes a shot. That's deflected wide. Had Domi open on the far side, should have passed it. Riley now goes over, far side here for Marner. Marner and Domi curling around, switching spots. Domi wants it, can't get it to him. Marner cycling around. He's going to look. Him and Riley switch positions. Domi curling down low. Feeds Domi. Domi going for the slap pass to Tavares. Tavares couldn't catch up with that one. Tavares in the corner battling for it. Morgan Riley backing up. Marner coming in. Riley, good job backing up, so he's able to hold that at the line. Here's Pacioretty walking right out of the corner, has it knocked off his stick. Tavares right there, almost putting it in. Marner with a shot through legs. That one's right on. Marner going to knock it down. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Back to the line for Riley, to Marner. He fakes the shot. Marner going to curl around. He's got Riley and Domi. Over to Domi, misses him. Domi tried to stop it with his skate. Missed it. Finally, Montreal is going to bank this one off the boards and down the ice. 25 seconds to go here on the power play as the Leafs B squad coming on, led by Ekman Larson. OEL going to play this one up far side. Robertson sending it around. McCabe trying to get up there and knock this one in. Holmberg can't catch it. It comes to the line, and Ekman Larson holds it on. Back to OEL. Playing catch on the far side. Cowan in the middle. Holmberg with it behind the net. He turns and shoots. Loose puck in front. Montreal knocks it down. Holmberg getting it and sending it to the point, but misses the pass, and he gives it right to the Montreal player coming out of the box. Ekman Larson having his hands full. So Stolar is making a nice save there. Toronto sloppy at the end of the power play there. Toronto had it down low. Instead of playing it towards the middle of the ice where Robertson was kind of waiting for it, they played it off the boards, and it went right to the Montreal player coming out of the bench. So Tuck with a great heads-up play to pick that one up, and Ekman Larson doing a nice job forcing him to the side of the net and taking him hard into the boards. Now Ekman Larson, this is his fourth NHL team. He's at 471 points in 982 games. He brings some veteran leadership and a good style of play. He was a very key cog in the Florida Panther team that won the Stanley Cup last year. Under 7 to go here in the second period. This coming around down the ice. Ryan Reeves going to bump his man who falls down. Strubble in trouble as he falls down here in the corner. Trying to dig this one out. Kempf is all the way tied up by Kidney. Strubble all over Reeves. Reeves gets the puck over to Kempf. Kempf to Liljegren. Liljegren putting this one around. Toronto cycling around, back to Liljegren. He takes a shot that deflects way up and at a play, and we're going to get a face-off inside. Strubble and Ryan Reeves having some conversation. The two of them are huffing and puffing, and they're laughing. They're having a good chuckle at their battle. I remember when the Expos were around. Oh, Laurie, the Expos were awesome. The Expos were great. I had a chance to go to Montreal, actually, to old Olympic Stadium in Montreal to catch an Expos game. Haven't been to a hockey game in Montreal yet. Have to do that, though. It is on the list. Off the draw, Holmberg going to kick this one back to Robertson, putting it across. Here's a long shot right on. And another nice save here by Dobish. So it looks like Dobish is going to play the full game, as he hasn't changed yet, as looks like Stellaris is going to go the distance. So I guess we're not going to see Matt Murray unless there's a change for period number 3. So we'll see what they do. Welcome in, everybody, if you're just joining us. 6:22 to go. Face off to the right side of the Montreal goaltender, far side of the ice. Toronto going to get waved out. So there's the win. Scramble. Montreal going to come away, and we got a whistle. And a penalty coming up as Holmberg is holding his face. So another penalty here to Montreal. Keep 6. What's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you.
He's interfering with me.
So a little high stick to the face. Holmberg takes one from Hudson. Hudson was all over Holmberg. Hudson gets that stick up high, and he kind of says, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." But a stick in the face is a stick in the face. So Toronto is back on the power play. Let's see if they can do something a little better this time around. 1 for 2 tonight with 6 shots. Leafs certainly putting a lot of shots towards the net. It's hard to believe they've only scored 1. And here's one right off the draw. And a nice stop. And this is going to be thrown all the way down the ice. The Lars hanging around. Here comes Morgan Riley. Riley going to carry this one ahead. Up to the red line, going to play it to Pacioretty, who bounces this one back. I hate when they change direction and go backwards. Here they come in the line. They turn it over, and this one gets cleared all the way down. 30 seconds gone here in the power play. We got under 6 minutes to go. In the line, Marner bringing it in, getting it up to Domi. Domi circling around behind the net. Max, he's going to feed it back to the line for Riley. Riley to the center of the ice, dumping it over for Domi. Domi going down low. Tavares digging it around. It's behind the goaltender. The official is going to blow the whistle because he can't see it, but it's not in the net. A nice, tough stop here by Domish. And again, Pacioretty having some laughs with some of the Montreal Canadiens there. Arbor Jackeye doing a job on Tavares, and it was Beck and Armia who tackle Pacioretty there side of the net. And they're all having a little chuckle. I'll tell you, that's one thing that's nice to see here in the preseason. A lot of these players are exchanging some laughs, and they are having fun. You can tell they are enjoying being in this game, and that is what it's all about, because come the regular season, they're not going to be laughing and joking as much as they certainly are right now. Off the draw, Montreal's going to win this one. They're going to hammer it around the boards, and this is going to come all the way down. Delar's going to slow it up here. Toronto taking a long look. Now they're going to work it ahead. Far side of the ice. There's the drop back pass. Working it up through the middle. Nice little move. Toronto, another nifty little move. Easton Cowan, two good dekes, taking it in with a backhanded attempt on net, and that one was stopped. And again, Montreal clears this all the way down the ice. Good to see Cowan getting some chances. Good skating. Ekman Larson going to bring this one ahead. Dishes it off. Over the line is Cowan, saucering it back to Ekman Larson. He's going to slap into that. It hits a leg and it bounces just shy of the net. Holmberg off the boards, back to the line. Cowan wants it by the faceoff dot, doesn't get it. Robertson wants it, he doesn't get it. Holmberg looking, he's going to pass this down. Back to Holmberg, he doesn't shoot it. Holmberg behind the net. Pass back up to Cowan. Cowan doesn't have a lane. Passes it back to the D. And a return for Cowan is deflected wide, and they're going to head to the bench. And it looks like Reinbacher lost a blade. Reinbacher, one of his blades came off his skate. He's slipping and sliding all over. Finally gets to the bench as Toronto bringing it back down low. Power play is now over. We're back even, 5 apiece, even strength. Oh yeah, he's due for something. He's had a nice period here. Coming around behind the net, trying to knock this one down is Lorentz, and the puck is going to be deflected up and out of play. Again, not much doing, not much going on. And poor Reinbacher, the blade pops out of his skate. And if you've seen that happen and it's just the plastic molding that you're standing on, you can't. Your foot is slipping everywhere. And he made it to the bench. Always exciting when a guy gets taken out of play like that. But again, welcome in. Thanks for joining us here today. Those that have been watching along with us all stream long, appreciate you giving us an opportunity to entertain you and bringing you the calls of the game. We're going to have a lot more hockey coming up, preseason matchups on the move. We're going to look and bring some game audio, Gamecast streams to you where we'll listen along to the call. Some of them I'll be here for. Some of them will be in the chat, and we'll be having some fun. So lots of hockey to come in a variety of different forms here for the rest of the preseason. And of course, just a couple of weeks, things get going for real. Now, there are so many ways you can follow along in the adventures. Obviously, here on YouTube is the best way, so make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications set. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, the Samwelb 12 Experience on both. You can probably search Samwelb 12 and it'll come up, but you can follow us both on Instagram and Facebook. We are on TikTok, but we don't really use it all that much, I'll be honest. Really, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, those are the places you want to be to follow along with all the action. Now, if you want to step up and support the channel other than a subscribe or a follow, there are so many different ways you could do that. If you go to our website, samwelb12experience.com, you could drop us a PayPal through there. Our PayPal is also in the pinned link up above. We also have a Patreon, which is pinned above. You could join our Patreon. And of course, the usual YouTube methods, memberships and super chats and whatnot. So thank you so much for supporting our channel by whichever means you are able. We really appreciate it and look forward to spending a phenomenal hockey season with you. It's nice that we finally get an opportunity to see Easton Cowan getting some opportunities, making some big plays. And here's one rolling right on net. Toronto almost knocking it out of the air and putting it in. This back to the line. Here's Tanev. He takes a shot that's knocked down. Nice play by Lawrence. He's going to knock it down, and then he's going to give it away. And he steals it right back. Toronto trying to control the bouncing puck, and here Lawrence getting taken down at the Montreal blue line by Armia. We get a whistle. They're going to call that down on the offside. The puck really bouncing around, which we saw it was really bad in Ottawa the other day. It's not so bad here, but late in the game, it's certainly, you can tell the ice needs a little bit of work. 3:43 to go in period number 2. Easton Cowan back on here with Marner and Domi. Montreal's going to win the draw. They're going to pull this one back. Going to bank this one off the boards. Montreal going to flip this one in high off the glass. Liljegren going to rip it around. This coming out. Montreal back with it. Toronto steals. Trying to play it back. They do, but it's too far to the reach of Benoit. Here comes Montreal back. Bringing it in. Back to Beck. Beck dropping it off to the point. Hudson back to Beck. Back to Hudson. He takes a shot. Deflects just wide. Side of the net. Liljegren can't control it. Montreal throwing it to the net again. That one is blocked. And a nice job. It's stolen. Toronto racing. Here comes Domi. He tries to feed it back to Cowan. Marner following up. Gets it to Domi. Domi, a nifty move. Now he gives it to Cowan walking out of the corner. He goes up short side. Couldn't put it in. Marner standing there. Back to the point to Domi. Domi back to Cowan. Cowan flipping it towards the net. That one gets knocked down. Marner stripping this one away from Hudson. Hudson trying to stick lift Marner. He can't. Toronto back across to Cowan. Cowan taking a look. He's going to circle away. Hand on the back. Jack-eye knocking down Cowan. Montreal now going to bring this one up. Nice shift here by Domi, Marner, in Cowan. Some broken plays, but they were able to control it and work it through. This is going to be played ahead. Robertson, cross-ice pass, going to spring Toronto 2-on-1. Here's a long shot. Nice save. Rebound. They can't put it in. Nice try by Riley. A great pass by Nick Robertson. McCabe coming back to pick it up. No icing call. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Long pass ahead. Montreal going to make a little move there. Engstrom has it stolen away. Nick Robertson, great play. He shoots. He scores! Nick Robertson, what a play with a delayed penalty. The arm was in the air. Montreal was going to go to the box again. Nick Robertson, what an effort. Lifts the stick, strips it, bursts right in. First he draws the potential penalty, then a stick lift, comes right in, makes no mistake, goes stick side, and absolutely buries it. Nancy, hello there, welcome in. Good to see you. What a play. What a game Nick Robertson is having. Exceptional. That's exactly what we needed to see from him. We've seen his great skating. We've seen him make some nifty passes today, and now he finds the back of the net to take the lead with under 2 minutes to go here in the second period. That was huge. That Domi's got to start shooting for sure. 114 second period goals last year for the Maple Leafs. That led the NHL. The second period was their best. But boy, oh boy, that is exactly what Nick Robertson needs to show. He needs to show he can score. He's done that. He needs to show he's a good passer. He's done that. He's shown he has speed. I don't want to be overselling Nick Robertson. In the past couple of games, he did have a couple blunders, right? A little cough up in his own defensive zone. But his offensive potential has far outweighed his potential blunders. Maybe his value will go up. Absolutely. He's showing the stuff, right? He's doing exactly what little Nicky needs to do. Face off in the Toronto zone. Toronto, McCabe bringing this one over to the boards. David Kemp trying to help strip it away. He can't. Montreal throws it to the point. It's going to go between the two defenders. Back into the Montreal zone. Trying to bring this one around. Trying to work this one through. Yeah, Domi, he's just got to rip that puck. can't always stop and look for the pass.
New hook brink wide.
Ekman Larson playing this one back down, trying to squeeze in to pick it up. Here comes Bobby McMahon. McMahon, he tries to swing it around, hits the side of the net. Couldn't get it over to Holmberg. Montreal setting this one up. Here they come. 2-on-2, Tavares coming back. And Tavares with a nice little stick lift and a little flip play tried to get it down there. Almost sent Lawrence in for a breakaway, couldn't get it to him. He's going to drop this one off for Reeves. Reeves back to Tavares. Tavares in front for Reeves, and he doesn't see it. It's there. It's in the crease. Reeves is going to shoot, and he almost scored. If Ryan Reeves scores, I'm falling off my chair because, oh my gosh, he was so close. Toronto getting back to knock this puck down. 33 seconds to go here in the period. This is wild. Going to play this one around all the way down. Here comes Reaver again. He's going to send it across. Nowhere near Lawrence. But a good effort there, Ryan Reeves. I applaud your good effort. This back around going to be dumped in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just coming in and joining us, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Period has 10 seconds left. Marner, he's taking a shot. Great save by Dobish yet again. Montreal going to play this one out, and the horn is going to go. Wrap it up. Period number 2 is in the books, and the Maple Leafs taking the lead on a goal by Nick Robertson and an absolute beauty. Let's flip over to the intermission here. Let's flip back over. We'll run down the stats. Let's see if we can pull up that. Let's see if we can pull that up to walk through and break it down. Here's all the stats. In the meantime, give me one moment. Let's see if I can do this real quick on the fly. Things don't usually work well when we do it on the fly, but we'll see if we can spot this one up. Yeah. Don't really like that angle. Here, oh, this is beauty. This is money. This is a good one. All right, let's see. Give me one moment. Let me get this set up. While we're getting it set up, let's read through some of these statistics here. Then we'll talk through that Nick Robertson goal because it was an absolute beauty, an absolute gem. What do I have to do? I have to do this. Give me 1 second because I can't talk and build at the same time. See, I already broke it. What is happening here? What is going on? I'm trying to like set something up here and it's not cooperating with me because I want to be able to talk through this. We want to be able to look at it together. And of course, it just doesn't want to work. There we go. That's all we needed to do. All right, we almost have this ready. So there's the stats that you can see. 29 shots for Toronto, which is absolutely huge. 10 shots for Montreal. 11 hits for Toronto, 21 hits for Montreal. Toronto leading in faceoffs 19-15. Of course, they have that power play goal, 1 for 3, or Montreal is 0 for 2. The giveaways, 14 giveaways now for Montreal, 7 for Toronto. Big numbers, but again, it's preseason, so who's counting? Block shots still low, 9-6, so those are doing all right. Okay, let's bring this up here. Let's take a look and let's talk through this Nick Robertson goal because this was pretty amazing. This was pretty darn cool. So you see here in the corner, Robertson, he comes. The Montreal Canadian player has it. So what does Robertson do right here? He brings the stick on the inside. Let's kind of freeze it here. So Nick Robertson doing a nice job. He lifts that stick up, right? He lifts the stick up right here. You can see that. And can you see that? Yeah, right in here. He comes, brings the stick over. He had it on the far side. He brings the stick over, lifts the stick up a little, stick lift right here. Such a textbook stick lift. See where his stick is here? Down behind the gloves. A lot of guys today are getting their stick in on the gloves. And what happens when you do that? You do a little stick lift on the gloves. You're going to get called. You're going to get called for the slash when you get them on the gloves. Or what happens is you miss and you get them in the face. So perfect blade under the shaft, lifts it up. And of course, that then frees up here to steal the puck. He does a quick little turn, and here's the penalty, right? Not only does that, the Montreal player comes back with the high stick right here, so he draws the penalty. So at a minimum, they are going for a power play. But he walks in, he makes a shot, and a nice shot right there it is. Little weight shift, little snapshot, and he beats the goalie on the short side. So that's the goal. A beautiful play here by Robertson. Again, all started with this textbook stick lift right there. So absolutely phenomenal play, and that's really, really good to see. You don't see that a lot. So something we definitely had to look at and talk through, and that was the goal. I hate when Domi has a great scoring chance and he passes the puck. Yeah, Peter, he did that a lot last year, right? And it was so frustrating to see. When you get that opportunity, you got to go in and just take it. Take that shot. So for those just joining, of course, that was the Nick Robertson goal. Christian Dvorak scored for Montreal earlier, and of course, John Tavares scored in the first period. Penalties, it was 2 Montrealers taking penalties in that period. Lane Hudson for high sticking, and Luke took 2 minutes for tripping. Toronto had 2 penalties in the first, David Kemp for holding and Domi for cross-checking, and Dvorak also had that holding penalty. When we revisit the out-of-town scoreboard, Islanders and Philly tied at zeros. Boston 4-2 now up on the Rangers. Ottawa and Buffalo tied at 1s. And, of course, Anaheim, San Jose coming up later. Lots of games on the schedule for tomorrow, including a nice late game, Seattle, in Vancouver. That's going to be a fun matchup. But Detroit and Chicago is kind of what I have my eye on tomorrow. Also, which I think might be a fun game. I might have to listen in. Nashville and Tampa Bay. Nashville returns to Tampa Bay for tomorrow night's game at 7 o'clock. And the question is, will Steven Stamkos play? Will Steven Stamkos make his return to Tampa tomorrow? Or are they going to hold Stamkos out until the regular season when they return? So I'll be very curious to know if Stamkos is in the lineup tomorrow. If so, and depending on the rosters, I may have to tune in for that one. I think that's going to be a very interesting game. Of course, Saturday night, these two teams get back at it again in Montreal. So, you know, the lineups will be a little flip-flop. Montreal will have more of their regulars in Toronto. Again, will put a lot of their kids back. I like the way you say tomorrow. Do I say tomorrow funny? I don't know. How do I say it? I just say tomorrow. That's just how I say it. We started the preseason talking about professional tryouts. We talked yesterday, a couple of days ago, how a couple of players have been released. Dylan Ferguson and Aaron Dell both being released. We finally have a signing. The Flyers have signed Eetu Mäkiniemi. Mäkiniemi signing with the Flyers. He came in on a PTO. He is the only official signing right now. To me, yes, I'm from American South. Oh, okay. So I guess the same way I would think you probably have a little bit of an accent as well. I love accents. I love voices. You will sometimes hear me do weird voices. I just love voices so much. I love how everybody sounds a little different and says things a little different. It's so exciting. So we will continue to watch the PTO tracker and see who's going to sign where and what that is going to look like. So had to make the announcement. One signing finally done. He's a Canadian. That is why he says tomorrow the way he does. I would love to hear which part of it. Now I'm intrigued. So now you have me intrigued. I have to go off topic a little bit. Which part of tomorrow do I say differently? Or the Canadian side of me? I need to know. Oh, it was so funny. Habs versus Leafs playing on Saturday. Yes, Morgan. That's what I was just saying. They are returning in Montreal. They're in Montreal on Saturday, and it's going to be fun. Again, I don't expect Toronto to dress a lot of their big guns. I expect it to be a lot of their smaller players, if you will. So we'll have to see what that is going to look like. But hey, It's hockey season, and right now, to me, it doesn't matter as long as we got games going on. And that's why we are actually making a big investment here on the channel. We haven't done it yet. We haven't done it yet in any of our previous seasons. Now, this is our 4th year. This is our 4th season at this. We've made improvements every season along. If you go back, good night, Beverly. If you go back and watch some of our streams from the earlier seasons, we've come a long way. We've come a very, very long way. And it's big in part for all of you. You guys have helped us continue to grow with your feedback. And that's why I ask, if you have a comment, if you have some feedback for us, visit our website, samwelb12experience.com. Go to the About section and send us a note. Let us know, hey, Sam, I love what you do, but could you change this? Or these stats are really small, or whatever it is. Let us know, because we only get better by taking in your feedback and hearing what you like and what you'd like to see change. Now, when we started off, we had very different graphics. We had to find some widgets that work, and we kind of grew our look and our feel. We then brought in kind of the green screen effect, and we invested in some new equipment. We invested in some new streaming software, some new hardware, microphones and stands, and we've continually been upgrading our process. Well, this year, we're making a pretty big investment. We are investing in a service where we'll actually be able to get a vast majority of games every single night. We will be able to cover not every game, but we are going to be able to have the option to cover games almost every night. With this service that we're going to be subscribing to, we will be getting a ton of out-of-market games. In the past, there have been matchups that we've really wanted to bring. We've really wanted to stream, but we had no way of finding an actual feed that we could watch it and do it the proper way. So we found a service now. We're doing it the proper way. We're going to invest in it, and it means we're going to be able to bring you more and more action. So when we see big matchups, when we see the Nashville going to Tampa Bay, where up in our area here in the Toronto area, we might not have a regular cable broadcast for that. Because of our service, it's an out-of-market game. That game should be available. Now we'll be able to do it, and we'll be able to bring you a lot more action. So it's because of the support we received from our channel members and our supporters helping us out, and our viewers and subscribers. You've all made it possible that we can invest and do even more. And we're doing it the right way. There's a lot of channels out there that cut corners and kind of do things illegally. We are not going to do that. We are going to do things by the book. Since we are in the YouTube partner program, we are going to follow their guidelines and follow what they allow, and we are going to do things the right way, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for making it possible for us to continue to grow and do even more. Last year we did 222 streams. You've heard me say this before. You've heard me say this number before. We're going to look to do even more this year. How it's going to be possible, I don't know, but we're going to have a fun year, and we're going to break some records here on the channel, and I can't wait for you all to do it. The first thing we're getting close to, and I probably shouldn't even announce this today, but you know what? I will, because it's preseason, it's my show, and I can do what I want to, right? We are coming up to 25,000 subscribers, right? We are coming up. It is on the move. Well, I'm not going to tell you the amount, and I'm not going to tell you when, and I'm not going to tell you how. But you've seen us give away some small gift cards and whatnot before. When we hit 25,000, we are going to be giving away an Amazon gift card. I'm not telling you the value, but it's going to be more than we've ever given away here on the channel before. So we will be getting an Amazon gift card. We'll be able to send that virtually to the winner. So all we ask is that you support our community by being a subscriber. And when we get to that point, we will open up a page where you can go and register for our 25,000 subscriber giveaway and a chance to win a gift card. And it's that easy. So it's a way that we can say thank you to you for supporting us. We will have some hockey cards as well, Ben. We will have lots of hockey cards to give away, but you know what? I've had some issues with, depending on where you're from. If you're within Canada, it's very easy for me to send hockey cards to. What I've found with some that I've sent out to the States, the end of last season, they all came returned. They all came returned because it included goods and there wasn't any customs forms. And so I really don't want to have to go down the path of creating customs declarations and going through that whole process for a little mystery pack of hockey cards. So we'll have to give it a try. We'll see if we could do it, but definitely we will have hockey cards to give away. If you're in Canada, it makes it easy. If you're in elsewhere, it makes it a little more complicated, but we can always try. We can always try, and if they get returned, and we can say we tried. So lots of things here on the channel. We love to do things to give back and say thank you. You saw Richard. It was amazing coming up with 10 gifted memberships today. We have so many generous people who love to give back to this community. We've done sponsored giveaways. We've done lots of stuff. So that brings me to the point that if you are a small business, if you're a business and you want to promote one of your items and you want to do a giveaway, if you want to sponsor a giveaway and sponsor something here on the channel, send me a note. Reach out to me again through the website or send me an email, drop me a line and say, hey, Sam, I want to do something and we can talk about it. As long as you're kind of fit with our brand and fit with kind of the audience that we have in the community we built, we'd love to do something together. We're all about community here, and that's what I love to see. And you can tell that just by the chat here today. Everybody is so knowledgeable. Everybody is so amazing. So big thank you to this entire hockey community. Can't use the top loaders sending to the States. Willow, what's going on? Yeah, I used to all the time. Used to send the top loaders all the time, and it was no problem at all. The problem is if you put them just in just in a team bag, just in the bags, there's a chance they're going to get bent and damaged. So what I used to do is I used to put them in, I had like the thick top loaders. So I'd put a bunch in there. And then I put the little cardboard, you know, when you get like SPA and you get the little cardboard that comes with the inserts, I'd usually put those to keep it firmed up. But yeah, if it's the top loaders that do it, if we have to try other means, we'll certainly will. But yeah, we'll do whatever we can to try and get things to people who win. But that's why I figured if we can do more virtual stuff, it makes it easier. You know, in the past we've done Starbucks cards, Tim Hortons cards, all kinds of things. I put a couple of cards on a watch side, the main one in a team bag. Okay, and you had no problem. Maybe we'll have to try that because yeah, they definitely didn't like the in the top loader. So we'll certainly try that. We'll try whatever we can do to get some things around. It's the best way I can say thank you to everybody for supporting us over the last couple years. I'm so excited for this to get going. I'm so excited for this to happen for real. And let's just go. That's it, right? I know it's preseason. I know they're warming up. I'm ready to drop the puck for real. I can't wait anymore. It works for sure. I understand the same issue. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. If it works for you, we'll ditch the top loaders and we'll try it out. Well, should we do one tonight? I don't know. Do I have one tonight? Should we try one tonight? Should we try a little third period hockey card giveaway? And we'll see what the mail system says, likes to do. Because I know if you put 2 Canadian stamps on an envelope, it goes no problem. So let's do it. Let's do a giveaway tonight, shall we? Let's see. I probably have one programmed already. We can open it up for the third period. So let's see. I'm trying to find hockey card giveaway. Here you go. Beautiful. All right. Third period is getting ready. We're going to give some cards away. We're going to see who wins and how it goes. Now, I do want to say, as we do lots of giveaways, you can only win it once a month, right? If you win today, you know, and we'll say today doesn't count, it's a trial, but let's just say you win today, you can't win again for another 30 days. I don't want to have the same people winning every single game. Just makes it not fair. But it is totally by random. All right, let's get set. Third period is coming up. Let's go. We're going to do a hockey card giveaway. Why not? You want to win some hockey cards? Simple. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll get you for a chance to win. You got it, Triton. So we'll get this set. Matt Murray coming in. Oh, so Matt Murray going to come in here to start period number 3. Matt Murray getting a chance to come in here and work this one done. Again, a giveaway completely free to enter. Completely free to enter. All right, let's see if this will work. We're going to let this run, and we'll pick a winner towards the end of the game. So hopefully this will work. We'll be off to run. Exclamation mark cards gets you for a chance to win. So here we go. Third period is underway. Leafs with a 2-1 lead.
So we start the third. Tavares,
Leafs will lose now.
and McMahon on the ice.
This
Tavares,
coming around.
Alex Newhook, and
Trying to get in. All right, there we go. Let's see some names coming in.
Montreal.
Toronto flipping it in the Montreal zone. Montreal picking it up. They're going to work this one through.
The Toronto zone. Tanev looks for it over there. Loose for Heineman. And
Heineman in the corner, going to send it around Montreal back to the line.
to Reinbacher.
Holding it in, trying to get this one through.
Here's the Dvorak.
Side now, putting it in front. Toronto going to chip
Nobody
this
there
one
for
over.
Montreal. Riley
Chipping this
flips
one
it
back
away.
around. Here they come, down over the line. Toronto carrying it through. 3-on-2 into the zone. Over to Domi. Domi, cross ice pass. Taking a look, dropping it back. Here's a shot far side, and again,
Dober shoots.
Dobish, who's coming back in, is going to make a nice stop and kick that one out. Montreal bringing it back the other way. 4 cards max, Letterman. All right, thank you, Willow.
Carter, Cowan, and Domi.
We'll see what we can do.
Shots combined.
This going to be
14
flipped
shot
up
attempts.
and down the ice.
The night trio.
50 shot attempts for Toronto, 25 shot attempts for Montreal. This coming back the other way, long pass trying to hit. Lawrence can't do it, down into the corner. Picked up here by Hudson. David Kemp taking in his feet. Lawrence is there, Hudson is digging. Toronto getting it back to the line. Here's a little slap pass, looking for the tip. It hits a skate and goes to the corner. Welcome in if you're watching on Facebook, and I should say Facebook, I apologize, the giveaway. Only for those folks on YouTube right now. This back around and coming all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call as Ekman Larson back here to pick it up. So we're going to get a face-off back down in the Montreal zone, Montreal side of the ice. Again, thank you for being here. Thursday night hockey, always a great night.
And again, with Nylander leaving the game, you're short a guy.
So Nylander, yeah, as they were just saying, Nylander left the game earlier, took a knee to the head as he was falling down. The Montreal player skated into him. So obviously being held out for precautionary reasons. Here's a long shot here from Benoit. That hits a leg and goes to the corner. Holmberg and Reeves. McMahon. This coming around far side. Quick change up here. Robertson in. Robertson going to dig this one free. Robertson, Holmberg, and McMahon now. Jack Guy going in the corner against Benoit. Coming out in front. Robertson rips it. Hits a skate. Benoit climbing the ladder to knock it down. Back in the corner. Trying to dig this one free. Again, Toronto, McMahon can't get a stick on it. Armia carrying this one out. Montreal going to slide this into the Toronto zone. Toronto back to pick this one up. Here comes Tanev. Big Tanev going to roll this one forward. Tavares going to circle back with it. Here's Toronto banking it off the boards and in. Going to chip this one down the ice. No icing call in the corner. Pacioretty can't come up with the puck. Montreal going to play this one ahead. Here come the Habs. Habs carrying it through. Barron up over the line, putting this one in. Cycling it around, trying to kick it in front. Can't do it. Now to the side. Here's Montreal again. Montreal putting this through. Taking a look back to the line. Here's a long wrister. That's going to sail wide. Montreal throwing it towards the net. And Patch getting this one out and down the ice. Montreal backward. No icing call. No icing call here. Barron, he's going to cycle around and drop it off. Montreal putting it right back into the Toronto zone. Marner here to pick it up. Mitch Marner trying to work it through. Still in the corner. He's going to look long. Heads up pass. Springs Domi. Domi turning the corner. Can't do it. Gets taken down and shoved to the side. Montreal Struble and Domi really going at it. Domi coming in with a hit. Struble was all over him. They're still going back and forth at it. Domi and Struble whacking. Domi with a little reverse kick there almost, it looked like. And Montreal's going to come away with it. Domi and Struble still battling back. And a big shot right on, and Matt Murray going to make that save. As Domi and Struble still talking, and now McCabe and Tuck getting into it. McCabe and Tuck are jawing and giving shots back and forth. So the emotion's getting a little high here. Domi with a little shove to Pizzetta as he skates by. So Montreal getting a little physical here in Toronto, standing up and dishing it right back. If you're just coming in, welcome in. We have an active giveaway. All you have to do is be a channel subscriber and hit that subscribe button and enter exclamation mark cards in the chat for your chance to win. We're going to do a little trial here. We're going to close that giveaway towards the end of the period. Completely free to enter. So nice to see the energy picked up here. Not backing down when Montreal is bringing it. Face off in the Toronto side of the ice. Off the draw, back to the line. Montreal trying to carry this one in. Taking a look, stops, pops. Hudson back to the lane. Cross ice. Here's a big blast. Hit somebody in front. Jack-Eye just teed up on one. Bobby McMahon going to bring this one down. He gets tripped up and slides into the goalpost, knocks the net off. Body's starting to fly everywhere. There it is. I see lots of names coming in, which is great. Good odds to win. Again, thanks everybody for helping test this little giveaway contest.
There was a time when they did not, and those collisions with the goalposts were a little more extreme.
So Bobby McMahon slides in. They're going to put the goalpost back on, the little plastic moorings now. Certainly not like what they used to be when they were the metal ones. These ones come off very, very easily. Of course, one of the new rule changes is after a warning, if a goaltender intentionally knocks it off, which we saw a lot of last year, the team can actually be penalized for intentionally knocking the netting off.
Montreal blue line, Eden Gooley.
So face off just outside the Montreal zone. Lorenz and Pizzetta already into each other as that puck is dropped. A little bit of a scramble. Montreal going to come away, flipping it up to the red line. Montreal player loses his stick, and Lorenz going to just flip this one back down and in. 2 bits, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. In the corner, Lorenz trying to feed it back to David Kemp. In the corner, going to kick this around. Jack-Eye picking it up. Lorenz is quick on him. Here come Reeves. Reeves forgot the puck and went for the hit instead. The big boy is out on the ice now. Reeves trying to line up his man. Again, forgetting about the puck. Now everybody's going to change up. Long pass. Montreal trying to spring in there. Can't do it. Thank you, Raymond. And I hope you're doing well. Here comes Montreal again. Cross ice pass. Montreal up into the Toronto zone. Looking to turn across. Here's a shot. Murray got a piece of it, but really it went wide. So Phil, yeah, Matt Murray in net for Toronto now. But it looks like Dobish still in for Montreal. He's going to play the whole 60 minutes. Robertson takes it away, trying to get it out, but it's stolen from Montreal and a shot. That's going to go just wide. Holmberg trying to get it to the line. He can't do it. Ekman Larson can't get in there, and here's a shot. That's high by Waugh, and that's going to go up and out of play. So 14-14 to go. 14-14 to go. It's a good game. Back and forth. That's exactly what we like to see.
Good thing that the Montreal Canadiens have all these young players.
So Montreal has their own battles, their own work. We're going to see what their defensive squad is going to look like come the start of the season. Some young talent trying to crack the blue line there. Where Toronto's blue line is more or less set. It's the forwards that we're curious to see. This coming off the boards, knocked down and out. Back to the Montreal line. Montreal going to carry, dump this one ahead. And again, it's going to be up and out of play. So just like that, as things get started, things come to a stop. 14 minutes to go here in the third period. Trying to get the flow back in, trying to get things going.
Every team will tell you.
You're just
it's
coming
really
in and
tough to
joining
build
us,
a
welcome
solid
in.
six-man defense core and
Thank you for being here.
right-hand
If you
shots
haven't hit the
block
like
goal
button
on
yet, if you haven't hit that
threes.
thumbs up,
Brian Bacher's
we're
a
12
nice
away from
right-hand
150.
shot.
So let's hit that
Tall,
thumbs up
lengthy
button. Let's get it up to
reach,
150. And of
good
course,
offensive
if you haven't
skills
yet
sets, pretty good
subscribed,
defensively as
we
well.
are
He just needs to
13
grow.
subscribers
Played in Europe a
away
little bit, so that
from
is a bigger ice surface, so it's
24,400.
accustoming
13.
himself to the smaller ice surface.
So hit that subscribe. We'd love for you to hang out all season long. Rick, how's it going? Welcome in. John, what's going on?
Would not hurt him at all.
Toronto going to clear this one out. Toronto is up 2-1. Now 13:40 to go. Time is working away. Nothing really doing here for either team much in period number 3. Sending it around. Tanev back. He's going to whip this around. Leafs going to carry it far side. Cowan going to flip this one up and in. Again, Cowan had a monster second period. He looked real good. Trying to put it in front. The fourth line back on. Lorentz and Reeves. Here's Riley. Riley taking a shot. Hits a couple of skates. Comes back to Tanev on the other side. Back to Tanev. Tanev trying to create some space. Back over to Lorentz. Lorentz giving it to Riley. He doesn't shoot. He waits. Now he's going to pass this one over to Tanev. Tanev back to Riley. Big battle in front. Shot's going to go just wide. John, how's it going? He gave him a little shove with the stick, John. Yeah, he gave him a little push. George, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you all for that subscribe. You know, when a guy's skating back and the other player gives him a little stick in the butt to help them go, it was kind of one of those. It wasn't really a push. This went down low, but Nylander was kind of falling as he got the extra little boost. Holmberg in the corner. Holmberg cycling around, trying to work in the corner. Kidney doing a good job, takes the puck away. Here comes Montreal now, far side of the ice. Stepping in across the middle, picked up by Ekman Larson. He's going to turn and move this one up. And a bad little drop pass here by McMahon. Gave it away, but Toronto picks it up. Here's McMahon with a pass, and he's going to tip that one just wide of the net. McCabe getting up in there, trying to set up Bobby Mack. Mack has been all around. Yeah, good night. I cannot wait. Innocent, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. If you are just coming in, make sure you get in on our giveaway. Exclamation mark cards in the chat. We're going to give away some hockey cards tonight. There you go. Just heard Celebrini got a goal in his preseason game. Celebrini going to be a nice talent for the San Jose Sharks. They're going to take a commercial break here. 2-1 Maple Leafs hanging on to that lead. Nick Robertson with the go-ahead goal. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Robertson with that go-ahead goal, hanging on to it again. An absolute beauty of a stick lift. John Tavares with goal number 1 from the Maple Leafs, and they're looking to hang on here. Like to get another go-ahead goal. Like to see Toronto score more with all their firepower, but this Montreal goaltender Dobish has been absolutely lights out ridiculous. Of course, for Montreal, it was Christian Dvorak who had the Montreal goal. They are playing here in Toronto. For those playing along at home, Colin coming in with that subscribe. Thank you so much. The referees, Kendrick Nelson, TJ Luxmore, the referees in action. The linesmen, Mark Shuchuk and Jonathan Deschamps, the lines people for this game, in case you're playing along at home. You know, it's funny. There used to be a period of time where everybody knew who the referees and the linesmen were. Everybody had their favorites. Now it's a very, very, very different story. Stream Elements recognizes you. That's awesome. Nice. You're a mod. Very cool. Yeah, it's hard work. It's hard work, especially in that space, I bet. Again, but thank you for the subscribe. Welcome in, everybody, as we are winding this down. The way from South Africa. Oh, Innocent, awesome. I've never been. I've had some friends that have spent some time down there, but I've never been myself. All right, we are winding down. We are 11 subscribers away now. Wow, thank you all so much. 3 likes and 11 subscribers away. Let's see. Do you think we can do it? Chat challenge. Can we get there? All right, so Toronto's still working through. I'm curious when we're going to start hearing some of the cuts made. When is some of these youngsters going to be sent packing. When are Toronto going to make these moves? Colin. Domi in here to take this draw. 11:45 to go here in the third period. Toronto hanging on to a 2-1 win. They do have 31 shots where Montreal really only has about 15. 13. Montreal putting it back to the line. They're going to send this up. It's deflected right on. Matt Murray had to be sharp, had to get that one covered up. XL, what's going on? Long time, yeah. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
It's a tough league.
Good to see you.
Especially on a talented team like Toronto, Montreal.
Man, it's great to see so many familiar faces coming in, getting set for another season of hockey. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Be Disney's trying to crack the slot machines. Some of the games you can play in the chat while we're streaming along. Off the draw, Holmberg trying to play it back, has it tied up. Now Montreal going to send it back to their line. Coming in, Nick Robertson forcing them. They just hold the line. Nice little move here by Hudson. He's so good. Hudson going to be a great talent for Montreal. Back to the line, they take a shot. It's fanned on it. Here comes Toronto, 3-on-2. Up over the line, Pacioretty, and he bobbles it. A 3-on-2 Operatti, and Patch bobbles it. Here comes Montreal back the other way. In, dropping it back to the line. Here's a long shot. Armia playing this down. Riley here to pick it up. Riley trying to get it around. He can't. Montreal was backing off the line, going for a change. And the pass back is going to come all the way back. Dabish has to cut and set it up, getting things ready to go. Here come the Canadiens again, playing this all the way up ice. Bringing it in, Toronto steals, spinning around. They're going to start to move this ahead now. Maple Leafs, far side of the ice. Lawrence, he gets taken down. Kemp waiting at the blue line. Pass doesn't get in deep. Montreal going to bring it back. They're going to play it around. McCabe was trying to set up for a hip check on Tuck, but he dumped the puck in, and he had to wait. He didn't want to take a penalty for a late hit. This coming around. Reeves trying to throw his body around. Toronto picking up the puck. Going to chip this one out past the center ice line. Lorentz going to peel off to the bench now. There goes Reeves, and nope, Reeves is going to stay on. Now he's going to turn and peel off as the Leafs getting their line straight. Toronto going to play this up. Cowan couldn't receive the pass. He brings it all the way back in. Montreal with it. Not a good play there by Cowan. Habs back to the line, working it in, far side, spinning, playing it in. Heineman doing a nice job there. This coming around, Reinbacher, and Toronto's going to flip it up. Finally getting it out. Cowan getting it down the ice. Strumble back with it. He's setting it up now. Working this one up ahead. Yeah, good night. They're expensive, but you can get some decent stuff in there. You can get some good stuff. This coming down, big race for it. Easton Cowan using some speed. Slowed up there, tried to dance around the Montreal player, which cost him, and that's going to be an icing call. So this is going to come all the way back to the Toronto side of the ice. Toronto in their past 3 seasons have topped 100-plus points. Can they do it for a 4th? Can they do it a 4th in a row? That would be pretty awesome. It would be pretty good. Asking the Magic 8-Ball. Who wins tonight? I don't think it can give you a team, but I think if you said, will the Leafs win tonight or will Montreal win tonight, it'll give you yes or no answers. Good old Magic 8-Ball. Montreal trying to bring this one out back to Domi. Domi's going to pick it up. Riley points ahead saying, give it up. Here comes Morgan Riley. Up over the line. Marner floating in by the hash marks. He's going to follow this one down in the corner. Montreal playing it around. Riley to cut it off. He's going to swipe at it, sending it on net. And Dovish going to flag this one down and hang on to it. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. That puts us 10 subscribers away. And we're over the 150 likes. Thank you all so much for helping us out there. Will Tampa Bay win the Stanley Cup? I would be shocked. First of all, not only to win, I would be shocked if Tampa Bay made it to the Eastern Conference Final. I would be shocked. In fact, I'm so shocked that they're... Books, yeah, I probably have to set you up again in the back end. So I will do that after this stream, so you'll have it for Saturday night. But Triton, I would be willing to put a fun wager with you on Tampa Bay getting to the conference final, not even the Stanley Cup final, just to the conference final. I don't think they have a chance. You should come. You're a great commentator. I was trying to watch the game live. I got hooked by your skills. Oh, Innocent, thank you so much for that. I appreciate the kind words. We like to have a lot of fun. We like to do what we can with the tools we have, and we like to call things our way. I bet money there aren't anything more than wild card. That's kind of where I was at. That's kind of where I was at. I think they're going to have a tough time. I know they signed a lot of their big names, but I think losing Stamkos is going to have a big impact there. I know Hedman is going to be the new man in charge, but we'll see. Let's make a friendly competition. All right, Triton, we'll have to do something. We'll pose it to the chat to think about and come up with what we should wager for AAU, Triton, and I on if Tampa Bay makes it to the conference final. So we'll come up with a fun little wager. That doesn't include shaving heads or anything like that, because I have a professional life I have to live too. Can't shave the eyebrows. All right, we'll find something. Try. Here we go. 8:40 to go. Period number 3. Something totally different, but is there going to be? Yes, Phil. There is going to be season 4 of Shoresy. It is coming. Rick, yes, lots of redeems. Lots of redeems. I do have a timer set to drop a bunch of commands in. But for example, you could do exclamation mark redeem go Leafs go. There's exclamation mark redeem Habs. There's all kinds of different redeems out there based off the points you earn. So obviously, if you know Streamlabs, you're familiar with it. As you earn points, you can use those points to redeem the different graphics. So here's Montreal. Montreal back with it, crossing that red line. They're going to dump this one in. Habs on the move. Matt Murray came out for a minute, then backed away as Tanev was coming in there in a hurry. Bringing this back around, cycling it over to Riley. Riley kind of caught up with it in his feet. He's going to take a little bit of a bump, getting it to the line, and Nick Robertson going to give it to McMahon. McMahon gives it away. Here comes Montreal, 3-on-2, and they pass it into the corner, and Waugh couldn't really control it. Back across to Hudson. Hudson takes a sharp angle shot. Comes to McMahon, and McMahon going to give it to Holmberg. He's going to roll this slowly into the Montreal zone. 7:40 to go. You know, we're going to do at about the 4-minute mark. The 4-minute mark, we're going to close the giveaway, and we're going to pick the winner. So if you haven't entered the contest for some hockey cards, now's the time. Make sure to sub up, help support the channel, and do exclamation mark cards in the chat. That will get you your raffle ticket. It's 100% free. We just ask you support us by hitting that subscribe. This coming all the way down the ice. Montreal back with it. Setting things up, taking a look. Going to work this one. Here they come. Montreal to the blue line, passing it up and in, going around behind the Leafs net. Ryan Reeves back in there. He's going to cycle it around for Lorentz's fourth line, getting all kinds of playing time. David Kemp, he can't catch up to it. Montreal putting it in off a skate, and it's a backhand long after the whistle. Simon Benoit doesn't like that. He goes after Tuck. Him and Tuck. Tuck gives him a little headbutt, and Benoit is all smiles and all laughs, saying, hey, you can't shoot the puck after the whistle. Chris saying Tampa Bay 14th on the Vegas odds. Ouch. Sam will wear a Bolts jersey and AAU will wear a Leafs jersey. Morgan, I actually don't have a Bolts jersey, nor would I agree to purchase one. Nor would I agree to purchase one. Oh, Tampa Bay. Oh, Tampa Bay. 14th. I didn't realize they were that low. I thought they would have been a little higher. But thanks, Chris. Chris is all over it. 6:50 to go. Cowan going to put this one in, not deep. Montreal coming up with it. They're going to chip this one ahead. Back over the line. Gonna work it in. Here's Montreal in the corner, throwing it back to the line. Here's a long shot. That's gonna go up and out of play. So you know what we're gonna do? Last call, last call. We're gonna close the contest now. If you haven't entered, make sure to enter. I'm gonna close it. I know there's a bit of a delay, so we're gonna close it as soon as the puck drops, which is in about a few seconds. We're gonna close the entries, and somebody's gonna win. 6:35 left to go. We're gonna pull the winner shortly.
Surgery opens up a possibility.
All right, there it is. Triton, you can open it up again now. Back to the regular mode. Big hit in the corner, trying to kick this one out. Shot comes up. Toronto's going to knock it down. They're going to flip this one up and down the ice.
There's some work to be done there.
Down in the corner. Here comes Montreal picking it up. 6:15 to go. They are flying. Bringing this one up. Cross ice pass. Quick shot. That's going to go wide, and the Montreal player gets tripped up. He went flying across the air. Here's Domi. Domi. Bad pass to Riley. Cowan was breaking. Domi couldn't see him. Montreal bringing it right back in. It's been all Montreal the last few minutes here. Is Toronto really sitting back. Coming to the line. Cross ice. Montreal setting it up. Shot right on. Murray giving up a big rebound. Puck is cleared free. Here comes Cowan. Cowan kind of giving it away to Marner. Marner going to swipe this one all the way down, and they're going to switch things up. Enstrom back behind the net. He's going to hold this. Now they're going to play it ahead. 5.5 to go. We are a minute and a half away from picking a winner. Up over the line. Montreal cycling this back in. Toronto going to chip this one out. Don't go anywhere. You do have to be in the chat to win. Here's McCabe. McCabe going to play this one back. Liljegren playing it up. Again, if you missed it earlier, William Nylander got injured, took a knee to the head, and he has not returned. So we hope that Big Willie Styles is okay, and he's doing all right.
Remember to do these things, right? As Tanev takes a pretty solid hit by
Innocent, you mean actually come on stream live? So we don't do that during games, but we do sometimes. We will have our even strength hockey talk show, where sometimes we do open up the floor for viewers to kind of call in or come in virtually and share their opinions and whatnot. But unfortunately, we don't do it during the games itself. Here's McCabe. McCabe going to play this one up. Coming back to the line, Pacioretty bringing this one in. Patch trying to dance around. Pacioretty coming in. Bobby McMahon in here to help him out. You know, Bobby McMahon hasn't really been that effective today. Pacioretty cycling back around in the corner. This trying to come up. 4:40 to go. Montreal going to intercept. They're going to carry this one ahead. Montreal up over the line. Quick pass. That's knocked down. Toronto can't clear. Comes to McMahon. He's going to cycle around. Look out. Liljegren going around behind the net. Montreal keeping this one in. Here comes Hudson. A little toe drag and a shot. That one is going to go up and out of play. 4:26 to go. Thank you so much, XLIX. All right, I knew we were going to do it at the 4-minute mark. But since they're going to a commercial break, let's do it now. Ready to pick our winner? Who's it going to be? Who's going to be our little trial winner here? I got to find our little giveaway music. Whoop, that wasn't what I meant to play. Let's, here we go.
Winner, Gagnon.
And the winner is... Get out of here. Get out of town. AAU Triton, what? You don't win anything. No offense. Oh my gosh, years in the making. Get out of town. Congratulations. You get to be the guinea pig. So we will talk offline, and we will try and send this out to you. And we'll see if it gets cut up in the mail and comes back. So congratulations, AAU Triton. Bringing in the W. Wow. Now, the reason it's funny is, Jeanette, what's going on? Triton has been trying for so long to win something. And he's done so much for the channel. And it's Streamlabs never picks him. So that's why it's so funny. Congratulations, Triton. That's how you start a new season. You know why Streamlabs did it? Because I was making fun of your Tampa Bay Lightning. So it's getting the last laugh ultimately. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you for everything. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. All right, let's complete this and go back here. All right, there's his preseason giveaway. Triton, that'll be it for the year. Congratulations. We'll have lots more to go. Of course, 25,000 subs, which is, about 610 subs away. We'll be giving away big time Amazon gift card. Sure, if I ever followed the season from preseason to finish, probably. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. Us too. We'll be here till the cup is handed out. And for those that were with us last year, during playoffs, we streamed every single day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. We brought a ton of playoff hockey, so we will definitely be doing that again. But thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it. Glad to have you along for the ride. 4:21 to go. Can Toronto hang on? Can they get their first preseason W? It's coming down into the corner. 4 minutes to go. Maybe more Leafs love now. There you go, Colin. That's right. Walking out of the corner was Lawrence. Nice little move. Had it knocked away. This fourth line is getting first line minutes. Riley going to throw this one in. It's deflected up and over the net. Here's Kempf in the corner. He can't come up with it. Lawrence trying to chase this one down. Trying to play it around. Brian, what's going on? Welcome in. And by the way, since Saturday, it's not only Toronto, Montreal in the NHL, it's also Toronto, Montreal in the CFL. Normally, we would be doing some CFL coverage, but because of this case, we will be covering the Leafs, but we will have a little CFL scoreboard up. We'll be able to track along the Toronto Argonauts to see how they do for our CFL supporters. We'll cover both games. Willow, some hockey cards. So we were going to test your theory about how to send them across the border, and we'll see if it gets there okay. So this coming to the line. Montreal going to hold this one in. 3 minutes to go. Montreal pressing big time. Pass across. Here's a shot right on. Joseph Wall. Oh my gosh. Matt Murray, coming off the post to grab that one. Matt Murray, wow. Just comes off the post. There was some daylight there. Enstrom had an opportunity, but Matt Murray just shuts the door. So he's doing all right. Matt Murray's holding his own here. So now under 3 minutes. Under 3 minutes to go. And you know what I think we'll do? Not only for $25K will we give away an Amazon gift card, I think we'll give away some merch as well. I think we'll give away a couple merch items as well. Timeout, Montreal. Marty St. Louis, Coach St. Louis trying to drop some plays to get them going. Toronto squad huddling around, looking to come up with a strategy to defend. If you look at the blue X's, you see Toronto has really been mixing it up. The last game in front of the net was where Toronto focused most of their shots. Here today, they've been coming from the outside, almost on a diagonal on each side, where a lot of those shots have been coming from. Montreal, who've had far less shots, you can see a couple from that face-off dot, a couple where they shot from the points coming in just at the top of the face-off circle, and only a few from in front of the net. So Toronto really spreading those shots around, sending them towards the net. So they're doing a nice job. And Montreal, with 3 minutes to go, going to pull the goalie. So it's going to be 6-on-5. Good luck on your stream, Sam. If you need some help during the season with extra mods, let me know, buddy. Rick, yeah, absolutely I will. Thank you so much for the offer. Appreciate it. We'll see you again soon. So 6-on-5 situation. Empty net for Montreal. Montreal has Armia, Beck, Engstrom, Hudson, Kapanen, and Newhook on here. Toronto trying to defend. Ekman, Larson, Domi. And a bad pass by Montreal comes all the way back. It was almost a Utah situation where they put it in their own net. Not quite. Michkov and Yamichuk both with 2 assists and playing strong. Oh, Vendetta, nice, with 2 points. And a nice job by Toronto to stop it at the line. Domi going to shovel this down the ice. And that'll be an icing call. So Toronto won't be able to change. 2.5 left to go. Gator, what's going on? Gator, hope you guys are doing well. Not too much rain coming your way. So Domi, Marner, Holmberg, Ekman Larson, Tanev. The duo or the squad for Toronto. Holmberg taking Cowan's spot here. Surf Bomb, what's going on, buddy? Go Devils. Welcome in. So it's interesting that Holmberg gets the job here, probably as the extra center, instead of Cowan. Holmberg is 75% tonight, 12 for 16. Wins this one back. Ekman Larson trying to feed it across. Comes to Marner. Marner, he tries to take a shot, but he got picked from behind. Got it to the Habs blue line. Montreal going to hammer this one in, and that's going to go up and out of play with 2:15. 2:15 to go. Not too bad. Dog isn't enjoying it. But as long as it's not too bad for you. Tyson, what's going on from Kingston, Ontario? Tyson, I love Kingston. I spent some time a couple of years ago, stayed not far from the K-Rock Center. I was doing some work over by the K-Rock Center on Tragically Hip Way. Love Kingston. Stayed right on the water. It was awesome. Welcoming everybody. If you're just joining us for the end of the game, thanks for being here. We are 10 subscribers away from 24,400. If you haven't hit that subscribe, I kindly ask you, join our channel. Hit that subscribe. It's 100% free to do. Here comes Montreal. Montreal in, bringing this around. Home of the Frontenacs. There you go. Raven Suds, welcome in at long last hockey. That's right. From Scene River. From Raven and Kurt. Great to see you again. Well, Raven Suds, thank you for being here. Welcome back. So 1:48 to go. Toronto holding their own. Battling here. It's a 6-on-5 situation as Montreal has pulled their goalie. Chandler, what's going on? So Lorentz coming off. Getting lots of time. The officials having some conversation here. Who it hit, what it hit, how did it go out of play? But face-off is going to be just outside the Toronto zone. Marner Domi back on here with Holmberg. Dubish coming back into the net with the puck more in the neutral zone. Oh, XL Panthers are going to have a good season. A real good season. This coming around. Brian, I intend to. It's one I want to watch. As soon as I finish McMahon, I'm going to watch the Tragically Hip one. Marner holding it in his skates. Dvorak digging it, trying to get it out. It does come out into the Leafs zone. 1.5 left to go. Riley going to turn. Riley, he's going to flip this one down the ice. It's knocked at center ice. Marner got a piece. Holmberg, he comes. He tries to put it in the boards to eat it up. Instead, he cycles it down into the corner. We're back at 5-on-5 as Dobish is back in the net. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. 9 subscribers away. As Marner puts it towards the net, it hops up and over. Here comes Montreal. Montreal going to chip this one in and down the ice. Riley back with it behind the Toronto net. They're going to play this one ahead. This is going to come out. Montreal with it. They're going to bring it around. Good night, Charlie. Take care. This being thrown down. It's going to be an icing against Montreal. So this is going to come all the way down to the Montreal side. They're going to have to put their goaltender back in. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. 8 subscribers away now. Only 8. If there's 8 friends that haven't hit that subscribe, 7. Now's the time. Who's going to push us over 24,400? 7 subs away. 48 seconds to go. Can we do it? Leafs having a quick conversation here in the corner. They're getting set. Waiting for the puck to drop.
Leafs have won 60%.
David Kemp swiping at it.
The face-offs tonight.
I think he's going to get thrown out. He's with McMahon and Lorentz. So it's interesting. They're not playing Easton Cowan at all in these last few minutes. Shot right on off the draw. That one's going to be stopped. 45 seconds to go. Dobish making his way out of the net. Montreal turning it over. He's going to have to back up. Toronto Kemp's going to take that shot right on. So it's a good thing that he was able to scramble back and get in there. Here they come. It's 3 a.m. in South Africa. Going to bed now. Oh, Innocent, thank you for staying up late with us. Have a good sleep, and I hope we'll see you there soon. Thank you so much. 22 seconds to go. Big battle here. Hayden, what's going on? Montreal, 16 seconds to go with the puck. Putting it in front. Shot's going to go just wide. Down in the corner. Trying to keep it in. They do. 7 seconds to go. Montreal has possession. Coming around in front. Nobody there. To the point. Here's a shot. It's blocked in front. Montreal again. They put it in the high slot, but the horn's going to go. And this one comes to an end. Toronto picks up the victory. The Maple Leafs able to hang on and take it home. What a game. What a finish. Holy cow. That was intense. That was very intense. Let's flip it over. Here we go, post-game show. Let's break it all down as Toronto's going to take the end of this one 2-1. Your goal scorers tonight, Johnny T, John Tavares, he got it all started from Mitch Marner and Morgan Rielly on the power play. Then it was Christian Dvorak. He picks up the Montreal goal in the second period from Alex Barry-Boulet. And then it was Nick Robertson with a nifty little stick lift, steals the puck, draws a penalty, and scores to make it 2-1. Stats at the end of this game, Toronto 34 shots, 17 for Montreal. Montreal with 26 hits, 13 for Toronto. Toronto 34 face-off wins to Montreal's 21. Leafs go 1 for 3 on the power play. Montreal goes 0 for 2. 21 giveaways, Montreal, 14 for Toronto. Terrible, terrible, terrible giveaway numbers there. I mean, those were just atrocious numbers. 10 block shots for Toronto, 13 for Montreal. So that is really going to break it down. If I go in here, can I get some goalie stats? They give me the goalie stats. Dobish, who is really outstanding at times, he makes 32 saves out of 34 shots, lets in the 2 goals, walks away with a .941 save percentage. For Toronto, it was some split time. Stolarz, he lets in 1 goal on 10 shots, making 9 saves for a .900 save percentage. Matt Murray comes in the third period, only faces 7 shots, stops them all. Now, for the Maple Leafs, the big time getter, Morgan Rielly, 24 minutes of ice time, just about. He was a -1 with 3 shots on net and 2 blocks. Chris Tanev, 21 minutes of ice time, was also a -1 with 3 shots. Ekman Larsson, 20 minutes. Jake McCabe, all the defense leading in minutes. Mitch Marner was your top forward with 18 minutes, 50 seconds. He had 3 shots on goal and picks up an assist tonight. Bobby McMahon, 18:48, just behind Mitch Marner. He had 2 shots on goal and a hit. Didn't have a great game today. Easton Cowan only played about 15 and a half minutes today. 3 shots on net, 2 hits and a block. The second period, he was absolutely outstanding. In the face-off circle, Domi, 7 wins, 2 losses for 77.8%. Holmberg was excellent. 13 face-off wins, 5 face-off losses, about 72%. Tavares goes 6-4. Kempf goes 7-6. And so those are the stats for the Maple Leafs. Of course, the big thing to talk about. All right, Lee, take care. XL, see you later. Thanks, everybody who's bowing out. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. The big concern coming out of tonight's game, it was William Nylander. Nylander going down in the first period with about 8 minutes left. He was reaching for the puck. He falls. He takes a knee to the head. He would not return. So we'll have to wait and see what the diagnosis is on William Nylander. Hopefully he is okay and hopefully not too serious. Big crowd here in Toronto, 18,100 people getting it done. It was an excellent show. Maple Leafs played a very decent game. They certainly have some room. They certainly could have improved. But all in all, Toronto takes the W, and it was a decent effort. Next game, Saturday, they head to Montreal to take on the Montreal Canadiens. We'll see what they are going to do. What kind of a lineup is Montreal going to put forward in Montreal, and who is Toronto going to dress? I assume Toronto, again, will use more of their young stars. Taking a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we say goodnight. Boston loses to the New York Rangers 5-2. Philadelphia 2-0 over the New York Islanders. Buffalo pulls out the win over Ottawa 3-2. And of course, starting in about 20 minutes or so, San Jose and Anaheim are getting to it. Again, I want to thank all of our moderators for helping tonight and doing what you do. Thank you for moving things along and keeping it safe. I want to thank Richard for dropping 10 gifted memberships today. Thank you so much, Richard, for everything. We appreciate you so much for what you do here on the channel. I want to thank everybody who came in and hit that thumbs up button, everybody who hung out with us here today. We appreciate you for supporting the channel. Victor, he fell and took a knee to the head, so it was a pretty serious situation. So thank you for doing that. And again, all of our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining our community. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Even if you can't stick around for the whole game, make sure to stop in, say hello, hit that like button, and help us out by sharing the stream and telling everyone where to find the best hockey coverage on the tubes. From all of us here at the Samwelb B12 Experience, my name is Sam. Good night, stay safe, and I can't wait to see you in just another sleep. Tomorrow's Friday. Yay! And then it's game day. We'll see you then. Take care. Good night. Finish off your week strong. Go Leafs, go. Good night, everybody.